wrong, I'll take the correction.
Okay. You sound reasonable. So, like I said, this is my first time talking to you, so I don't want to draw too many conclusions. But okay, look, uh, what was the conversation that was happening? I guess what led up to that conversation?
Honestly, scary. I don't know what to tell you. That it was all over the place,
Hmm.
and we just randomly started talking about the Talmud. I don't know how to tell you how I got there.
That's what I'm saying. So to me, it just looked like you wanted it to defame Jews. That's what it looked like. Am I
No,
tripping?
no, no. I have nothing against Jews, but their text. I have the Talmud. I am against it 100%.
Okay, but that's Jews. What do you mean you're not against Jews and you're against the Talmud? Those are
It
that's
will. I'm a Christian. It will be a contradiction for me to be against Jews.
okay. But you agree that Jews are go by the Talmud, right?
Yeah, the Orthodox Jews go by the Talmud, correct?
Okay. But all pretty much my understanding is that all Jews should be learning about the Talmud essentially at this point in time.
Well, they're according to their view, yes, but
There's
according
no
to the
wait,
Christian
wait,
view,
wait,
no.
wait, wait.
Wait. Yuval.
Don't.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me drop it.
You're
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going. I'm sorry, Josh. What did you say?
According to the Jewish view, yes, they should be learning to the Talmud, but according to the Christian view, no, we don't believe they should be learning the Talmud.
Okay. Now, my thing is this. So I heard what you said about the topic, and I understand, and I think everyone has that same view on those verses in terms of like people who are outsiders, right? They look at that and it looks crazy. Now, I also had the same view when I first saw that, right? Because people just show you those verses and they're like, and you're like, what? 3-year-old what? So I spoke to rabbis about this, and I, obviously did a lot of more research on it on my own. And what they're telling me is that basically in the Talmud, and I'm sure you know part of this, that they pretty much just have endless discussions about every possible topic, right? And sometimes they have to talk about things that they don't necessarily want to talk about, but because this is a legal ruling or a legal book, they have to talk about it because people are people and people do people things, right? And so they're saying what happens if this happens? What happens if that happens, right? And so my understanding of it is, and again, this is the part where I want to, if you want to show your verses again or whatever, what they're telling me is that they're saying that the technicality is if this should happen, then it becomes legally binding at the age of 3 because of the biology. The rabbi told me it's because of the biology around the hymen, essentially.
Okay, wait, let me. I'm not around my computer, so I can't pull them up right now. But like the verses I was pulling up, okay, on the screen when I was having that debate, a few rabbis had the consensus that as of the 3 years and 1 day old, you become an adult. You're not a minor anymore. That's the point I was making.
Okay, I
Then the
got you on that. I got you. So now, let's pull up some stuff here. So, but you get what I'm saying, though, right? At least in concept, right?
I get that. I get what you're trying to convey to me. Yes.
Okay. Because again, what the rabbi was telling me, he was like, there's basically like what's recommended to do, and then there's like, okay, look, worst case scenario, what would happen? That's the way he
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
to me.
I understand that some rabbis might disagree with others, but what the rabbi is saying to you is saying it's a recommendation. It's not a binding law. That this is what you have to do. It's a recommendation,
Yeah.
meaning there's room for other things to happen in this specific scenario, which is what I'm saying.
Here, look, I got you. All right, let me pull up something. So I pulled up one of the verses. I think this is the one that you had earlier, if I'm not mistaken, about the minor. So the
Yeah,
Gemara
this is one of
asks,
them. Yeah.
until what age is one still considered a minor? Right? Hishta said a girl until she is 3 and 1 day old, and a boy until he is 9 years and 1 day old. Now, it says here very clearly, for these are the ages from which a sexual act in which they participate is considered a sexual act. That's number one.
Hmm.
So basically, what they're saying again, this is all related to the hymen, again, is my understanding, that before this, it's not considered legally binding. After this, it is. And then it says, some say a girl 11 years and 1 day old and a boy of 12 years and 1 day old At that age is when they are considered adults. Do you see how they have two categories?
Yes.
Okay, so just to be clear, it's showing to me that there's an age where, technically speaking, sex is considered sex, but then there's another age, which in this case would be 11 or 12, where it's the difference between being a child and an adult. You see that, right?
I would disagree because I believe there was a section in the Talmud where they said when you're 3 years and 1 day old, you're not a minor anymore. Let me see if I can get it.
I mean, I'm literally. What, are we
Is that
not?
what you have on your screen? I'm not like I don't have my glasses on. Is that what you
Yes,
have on the
yes,
screen?
yes. It's the same one. Look, so it says here, until what age is one considered a minor? He says, until she is 3. Okay, but they're not using
Yes.
minor the way we're using minor. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. Until she is 3, until and then for a boy, it's until he is 9, right? For these are the ages in which sexual acts in which they participate is considered a sexual act, right? And then it says, some say a girl 11 years and 1 day old and a boy 12 years old. At that is the age that they are considered adults.
Yeah, whatever way you take it, it doesn't make it better for them. So let's touch on the. You said they're not using minor the same way they're using it as us. In what way are they using minor?
They're using minor in the terms of, again, everything is around the biology of the hymen. So they had a belief at that time that the hymen, if for whatever reason a girl's hymen was ruptured after the age of 3, it doesn't get restored.
So she's
Be,
able to have sex at 3, is what
no,
they're saying.
brother,
Come
why are you
on,
making
man, scary.
that
Come on,
jump?
ignore it.
Hear what I'm saying, please. You're first, just before we talk about anything else. Do you understand what I'm trying to say about the biology?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead. Tell Steelman what I'm saying about the biology.
Okay, you're saying in the situation of the hymen, if there's some type of biology that causes her to evolve at that age, they can't control it, something like that.
No,
That's
that's not what I'm saying. Okay, see, this is where we're getting lost. So, what their belief is that the hymen, I'm talking about literally, would not get restored. You know what a hymen is, right? Just to be clear.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
looking at the haters in the comments, but continue.
Okay, so the piece of skin or whatever that gets ruptured when a woman's a virgin, okay?
Yep.
At that age, and I don't know if any of this is actually true or not, but that's what they believed at that time was if a hymen would get ruptured before the age of 3, for whatever reason, it would restore. It would like heal. Do you get that?
I get that's what you believe, but that's not what the text is conveying. I don't know why you're defending this, man. It says, look, it says, okay, I'm gonna show you
Just
something. There,
just hear me out. I'm not even making that argument yet that that's what the text is conveying. Just
right.
understand. I just want to make sure we're on the same page, that you agree with me, at least that you understand what I'm saying. Okay. So
Okay.
because again, I spoke to a rabbi about this, and this is what he said. He said that at that time they believed that the hymen would literally get restored before the age of 3. After the age of 3, if it got ruptured, it wouldn't get restored anymore. So they used that hymen. Remember, at that age, they had to confirm someone's virginity. You had to confirm it because, like, the rabbi told me, like, in case if to see if a girl's eligible for marriage for priests and stuff like that, because she had to be a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
So if the hymen is ruptured, there's no way for you to confirm virginity. That's what made that's what made it legally binding.
Okay, I'm going to read Nida 45a. It
Hmm.
says, Yesteni further it inquired, and at what age is she fit to become pregnant? Rabbi Yehuda said to her, when she is at least 12 years old, 12 years and 1 day old. She said to him, I married when I was 6 and gave birth a year later. When I was 7, okay, I don't know why they added that part. Well, for those 3 years between the age of 3 when I was fit for intercourse and the age of 6 when I married, as I wasted those years in my father's house, but not engaging in intercourse. So according to the Talmud, they had to believe that some girls were able to have intercourse at the age of 3 years old. And this is the point I was
What did you
making.
just read that said that? Go put that back on the
My
screen. Put
brother,
that back on. I'm gonna
look,
give you a big screen. Hold on.
brother, look. Oh my gosh, why is it always blurry when I do this? It's okay. Let me do it like this. Nida 45. Okay, I'm gonna tell you which paragraph. Okay, paragraph 10.
No,
Okay,
no, I know, but
paragraph
just
10.
read it. I didn't. Everything that you just said, I heard you, and I didn't hear what you
Okay,
what you
you
just
standing
concluded.
further inquired at what age is she fit to become pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Rabbi Yehuda Yasani said to her, when she is at least 12 years and 1 day old, which doesn't make it better. She said to
Wait,
him,
pause right there. Pause right there. What do you mean it doesn't make it better?
Whether you think a 12-year-old or a 3-year-old can become pregnant is both
Ah,
disgusting in
okay.
both instances.
I understand. Now, then this is we're already differing. Okay. At that time, yes, they did marry around the age of 12 to 14. Yes, they did. That is, if that's what you're arguing, I don't have any argument
That's
against
not
it.
what I'm arguing.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just saying, even if it was that age, it doesn't make it any better. But anyways, okay.
But
So
but
let me
but
start from
brother,
the
but
beginning.
brother, but brother, it does make it better. Let's be real.
Do,
I know for mine,
ah
I know for
man,
you, I know obviously for me and you, it's still terrible, but we have to think about people at that time, what they're talking about. It does make it better.
this is what Muslims say for Muhammad. Come
I
on, man, what are you
understand, brother.
doing?
I understand, but pause. So give me a second. We do agree that this is going against your initial idea that they allowed it at 3, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna read it
Okay.
for you so you see the point I'm making because
Okay.
I don't want to straw man. I don't want to
Okay.
give my own interpretation. I'm gonna read it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you standing further. Okay, I don't know. Let me make this put it this way for you people. So you standing further inquired at what age is she fit to become pregnant? Rabbi Yehuda Yasani said to her, when she is at least 12 years and 1 day old. She said to him, I married when I was 6, gave birth a year later at when I was 7. Woe for those 3 years between the age of 3 when I was fit for intercourse and the age of 6 when I married, as I wasted those years in my father's house by not engaging in intercourse. So she's saying from the age of 3, she's saying she's cursing herself because she should have been engaging in intercourse from the age of 3.
Wait, show
This
me
is what
that
she's
part.
saying over
Wolfer, can you
here.
go read that one slow? No, leave it straight. Leave it straight because it's
I
fine.
leave
Just
it
leave it
straight,
straight.
okay.
Yeah. So woe for those. Let me read it. Woe
Okay,
for
wait, let me put it
those
back.
3 years.
Uh-huh.
Woe for those 3 years between the age of 3 when I was fit, for intercourse, and the age of 6 when I married, as I wasted those years in my father's house by not engaging intercourse.
So
Okay.
she said when she hit the age of 3, she should
Okay.
have been
Okay.
engaging in intercourse,
Okay.
correct?
Okay. Okay. She's saying that, right?
The rabbis are not refuting her. They're sharing
Okay.
this
Okay.
point.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Okay.
So now, we already showed you this one where it says that a girl 11 years and a day old is considered an adult. Before that, she's considered a child. Okay. So
Okay.
let's keep moving forward. Hold on. The same one. 1 second. I
Hey,
just pulled up
Scary,
a bunch.
I'm just saying, if you're ever gonna pick a religion, don't pick this religion, please. I'm begging
I'm
you.
not Jew, bro. I'm not gonna be a Jew, bro. It's just my thing is this, brother. Like I think this is the thing for me where this comes from is the Jews, dude, are the only ones standing up to the Muslims. Okay, they're getting the brunt force of the Muslims right now, and I don't want them to get defamed by this stuff.
Yeah, so while you're looking that up, the Gomara doesn't defend them. It said by 18 you should be married. This is what they said verbatim. You can even ask
Yes, yes.
Isa
No, I agree
for
with
the
that.
clip.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
That by 18 you should be married. I don't, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. Again, I'm because they definitely believed that you have to get married young. Obviously, this is their culture was like obviously it's get married young to avoid committing adultery. But what I'm trying to tell you is that they literally considered and it just said it that they considered a 12-year-old an adult, not a 3-year-old. 3-year-old is considered minor in the sense that, again, like I said, the sexual intercourse wouldn't mean anything.
But me and you agree that's weird, correct?
What's weird? What's weird?
They believe that a 3-year-old with 3 year and 1 day old can have sex, according to the consensus of the rabbis.
I are you okay,
Dude, I show you the evidence. I'm not lying.
brother?
Let,
It's just I know what you're showing me, brother. But what I'm trying to give you is the possibility of a different interpretation of what you're showing. Okay. I'm only telling you this from what the rabbis are saying. They're saying that they acknowledge the words that you're pointing out. It does talk about 3-year-olds, but what does it actually mean? It's just saying again because of the biology of the hymen. If someone does an act, and I'm trying to find the one because there's one here that literally talked about that if a man does what is it called? Betrothal through intercourse, that they deserve to get flogged. It's just that these verses, I don't know how to read these. And
I'm telling you, Scary. One day you're gonna realize there's no refutation to my argument.
what do you mean?
One day you're gonna realize this and gonna be like, dang, Joshua was
But
right.
brother, the thing is that I've talked to rabbis about this, and I've watched plenty of videos of rabbis debunking this stuff. Are you just thinking that they're just going out lying about their religion?
Thank you for asking me this. This is the most beautiful question somebody asked me today. Yes, they contradict each other. There is a rabbi going on video saying Rebecca is 3, but then there's a bunch of rabbis refuting him on video as well. So some rabbis go on video lying and they get refuted by other rabbis. So yes, they do lie. They're just
Okay,
coping, man. I'm telling you.
here. Look here. This is a little bit more explanation here too. Look. So Shmuel said, and Abba, Rav, whose first name was Abba, concedes to me with regards to a girl less than 3 years old and 1 day, that she is not disqualified by merely entering the wedding canopy. Since there is no legal significance, this is the point that I want to highlight, there is no legal significance to an act of intercourse with her. And I know how you're
You-
going to read that, but
No. That's how you read it too. That
go
means
ahead.
that means if a man goes up to her and has intercourse with her, they cannot be called a PDF
It's not
because
what
it's
it's saying.
permissible.
That's not what it's saying. It's saying, listen to what I'm saying. It's saying that for her status doesn't change legally. That's what they're saying. Her legal status doesn't change as a virgin.
Okay, Scary. I'm gonna go to the Gomara and show me if there's a punishment for the adult that engaged in intercourse with her. There isn't. That's my point. That's my point. There's no punishment for the adult that engaged in intercourse with their 3-year-old.
Okay,
Why is that?
brother, hear what I'm saying. Can my point be negated by what you're saying at this with this verse? Do you see the
I
possible
think you're slowly
interpretation?
starting to agree with me.
I'm not, brother, because I've looked into this topic before. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's two ways of looking at this verse. It says there is no legal significance. Okay, legal to who? Legal to the perpetrator or legal to the girl?
There in their religion, there's no legal significance to me, which means it doesn't mean anything to them if an adult has intercourse with their
That's
3-year-old.
not. This is not. That's not what. That would be a crazy sentiment to take, Josh. I mean, are
All
you?
right.
These people are people, dude. They're just human beings like everybody else. They're not. What do you think? It's just a whole civilization of just evil people.
Yes, people that held this opinion were corrupt, evil people. Yes.
Bro, when you read the Bible and anything about the Jews, they love their children just like anybody else. They're not gonna just
I disagree. I disagree. Not every time. There's verses where they sacrifice their children to idols.
okay. Look,
Look, I'm not
this
saying. Okay, wait. Scary. Can I clarify something? I don't believe all of them believe in this crazy stuff, but they're highly esteemed people do believe it.
none of them believe this crazy stuff. This look,
It says it in front of me.
look. I'm just gonna say this because I'm seeing that we're probably not gonna agree on this. But what I'm saying is the interpretation that I got was that this is talking about there is no legal significance into the girl's change of status, because at that time, if you weren't considered a virgin anymore, you kind of like drop in social status. You get what I'm saying? So what they're
I
trying to say here is that this 3-year-old, right? She's not losing her status as a virgin because she's at that age they didn't consider it a legally binding issue. Because again, the hymen gets restored at that age. So this
all
is
right.
like the girl, like the sister said in the last one, is protecting her status essentially is what it's doing.
Yeah, but do you agree that the adults that's engaging with her is a PDF for doing this?
I do agree. Now
Okay,
this is
okay. Wait, is there punishments for him doing that?
yes.
Okay, show
Hold
me
on.
the Gemara. Show me.
I'm trying to find it right now. But actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me pull up my 1 second.
And then in the Gemara, when you show me something, you have to prove to me their definition of a child is 3 years old as well. A 3-year-old is considered a child.
Hold on a second.
Guys,
Because
yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
because so the verses was talking about hold on a second. Okay.
No, Yazi. I believe a 3-year-old is a child. As a Christian, I believe that, but the Talmud, the rabbis and the Talmud don't believe that. They believe that she's not a minor anymore. I don't. I believe a 3-year-old is still a minor.
Here. So
I,
the
okay, I
last
agree with Sister Brett. After this, can we wrap it up if you don't mind? Because I have nothing against you, and I don't want to make it look like we're enemies. So let's wrap it up after this.
yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Here we go. Okay. So so now what the guy also told me is that so if a girl gets because it says a girl can get betrothed through intercourse at the age of 3, right? But and then so what I'm trying to show you is that they're showing on one side the legal ramifications for the girl, but then what would happen to the guy is the question. What's the punishment? Hold on, where's my thing?
Yeah. What's the punishment?
Okay, here.
And by the way, like I said in the live, people are just presupposing Daniela's definition of a minor or child.
Here. So it says here, the Gemara explains that the Rav would flog a man for betrothing a woman in the marketplace because this is disrespectful and crude, and flog for betrothing a woman through sexual intercourse.
Yeah, this is not refuting me. This is what? This is not refuting me. This is showing sex outside of marriage. You get flogged for it.
Brother. So again, here you're not listening, brother.
Okay, go ahead.
You're just having a field day. So again, the previous verse says that at the age of 3, a girl could be betrothed through intercourse. That's the point. So now what I'm trying to show you is that on one side they're talking about what the legal status changes for the woman or the girl, in this case, the little girl, and then what happens to the man is in this one. The girl becomes legally married because, again, her virginity is gone at that point and it cannot be restored. So they consider at that point she lost her virginity, she's legally married. For the guy, if he's betrothing through sexual intercourse, he gets flogged.
Man, it says it in front of you. It gives a scenario. If he has sex with a woman in the marketplace, a woman, not a child, he gets flogged for doing that in the marketplace. That's what it's saying. This
I
is a different
understand.
scenario.
They're saying that it's the same thing. It's saying that betrothing in the marketplace, like it's just basically saying out in the open. If you're just out It's premarital sex. That's all they're saying. It becomes
Exactly.
you become legally bounded at that point, but it's a punishable offense. It's not like they're not saying go and do this.
Yeah, so this doesn't refute my points. I actually agree with what they're saying, but they're not. They're actually also not implying if they did this in private, it will be a pun. There will be
It's
a
not. I'm not.
punishment.
I don't mean the public or private. I'm just saying that what he means is that if you find a girl in the marketplace, like what they're just saying is like someone that you're not like in a like you're not betrothed. You're not. There's nothing between you guys. You just. But the point is saying he would also flog a man for betrothing through intercourse. That's the point. That's what you asked me. What would happen to the man? And it's not giving an age because it's a general statement. You're not supposed to betroth through intercourse.
Well, wait, that raises that's okay. There's a contradiction now because it's
It's
an okay. Okay,
it's not a
there's
contradiction. They're giving you every possible scenario. In some cases, some people do it. So they have to say, okay, it's not allowed. We're telling you you're going to get flogged if you do it. Okay, but what happens if you do it? What then? So then they tell you, okay, fine. If you do it and the girl is above 3 years old, then unfortunately she's considered married. That's what they're
Okay.
trying to convey.
Okay, so if we have to take your interpretation with this, there's actually a contradiction because the original source I showed you is the rabbi is saying that it is permissible to betroth through intercourse. A girl who is 3 years and 1 day old, whose father arranged her, betroth. Bro, I don't know why you're getting mad. I'm
But
reading you the text. Is
put your
betrothed?
screen up. It's not saying it's
Okay.
permissible. Is betrothed.
Uh,
You see it. She is
yes, yeah,
betrothed. It's
yes.
not
There's
saying it's
nothing wrong with it.
permissible.
Okay, okay.
Brother,
So
I'm
there's
talking
nothing.
about her legal status. She is considered betrothed through intercourse after 3 because of the hymen breaking. She's not considered a virgin anymore. Do you get that? Like there's
Guys,
two things going on here. One is the legal status of the girl, and the other one is the punishment to the man.
yeah,
Okay.
okay. So you're reading a different scenario. That's what I'm telling
No,
you.
no, brother. No, you're not okay, brother. See, now I'm starting to think you're just not tracking now. You're literally not tracking. What is it?
Okay, everybody in the comments, press one if you think I'm right. Press two if you think the host is right. Let's see. Let's see who's not tracking.
I'm literally showing you what it says right here. It says a man who is betrothed through intercourse is flogged.
Okay.
Doesn't that make sense to you, brother?
Yeah,
Just from
in the marketplace, yes.
no. It doesn't say in the marketplace. First, it gives an example in the marketplace, and then it says, and for betrothing a woman through sexual intercourse, just in general.
All right, man.
It makes sense, brother, because you're not supposed to. That's not
No,
how
the Talmud
betrothal.
doesn't make sense to me.
Brother Josh, think about it. The way you're supposed to betrothed, right, is a father is supposed to be involved. You're supposed to get the permission from the father. So why would they all of a sudden just say, yeah, just whoever's just banging out there, just bang each other? Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but that okay, okay. So let's say I agree to the point you're making. It still doesn't forbid you having intercourse with a 3-year-old. Okay, but okay, so scary. I have to stop now because Christians are messaging me
Okay,
to
last
stop
one, last
continuing.
one, last one, last one, last one. Hold on a second. One second, one second.
I have to stop after this because Christians are messaging me and telling me to stop. So I'm gonna
No, I understand. This is the last one,
yeah.
last one. Here we go. What are Christians tripping about, you said?
No, they just want me to they just want me to be more productive. So they're just telling me to stop engaging in this. Zianja. But by the way, if I'm wrong, there's a bunch of Jews who read the Talmud in the comments. Why aren't they coming up?
Okay, here. This is the last one, and then we can end it here. So right here.
Yeah.
It is prohibited for a person to betroth his daughter to a man when she is a minor, until such time that she grows up and says, I want to marry so and so. If a father betroths his daughter when she is a minor and incapable of forming an opinion of the husband, she may later find herself married to someone she does not like.
All right. Can you bring up Little Deer? I don't know if she wants to say something to me or you, but can you bring her up?
Yeah.
Hey guys, God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
Where does it talk about a 3-year-old?
So we already went
Little
through this.
Deer.
Little Deer. We went through this. We already went through all
Little
of the
Deer,
verses.
I can DM you the sources later because if I do it again, we're gonna be speaking
DM
for
them
1
to me.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Just DM those to me, please,
Yeah.
because that's not because the context of the kiddushin is different than the context of the other one. Correct? They're two different scenarios.
Yeah, I
What
agree
what
with
what,
you.
what I'm trying to what I'm
Okay.
trying to say to him, Lil Deer, is that it does obviously talk about 3-year-olds, but I'm trying to say, what is it saying? And again, I spoke to a rabbi about this, and they had a big issue about the biology behind the age. So it's about the hymen. That's literally what it's all about. It's about the hymen. Before 3, the hymen could get restored. After 3, it couldn't, and so they just considered she actually lost her legal status as a virgin, if for whatever reason it happened that she had intercourse.
Sophia, if you're up here to debate me, I don't debate Christians.
No,
So.
I'm not here to debate you. Scary.
Yep.
Even so, don't you think that's a little crazy?
No.
I'm worried about having a conversation about this because I feel like Muslims are going to be like, oh, look, see, like, it's okay that our prophet married a 6-year-old.
No, so they're not
This
saying
doesn't
that.
hurt
So,
Christianity,
so again, guys, it does. It would. But again, what they're saying here, guys, is they're literally telling you, like this one that we just read, it is not permissible for a man to betroth a girl before she has the ability to form her own opinion about her husband. Point blank, period. The other part is saying what happens if it happens. Like worst case scenario, okay, fine. Somebody ended up doing it. Now what? That's what they're saying.
Well, and when we look at these targums, in that later on, because this is all done in after the 1st century, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, these things are written about. So obviously, the rabbis of those time frames were running into incidences, and these are judications or how they would interpret the law on how these people were taken care of. And so then these writings, so a lot of it was done by oral. Then it was written down later.
Here, look, I'll show you more. A man can betroth his daughter to a man when she is a young woman. And then it says, the Gemara infers when she is a woman, yes. He can betroth her. When she is a minor, no, he cannot betroth her.
Correct.
So again, they considered an adult after the age of 12 in their case. And that's literally what he said in the same verse that talks about minor. When they're saying minor, they're just saying before the age of 3.
The age of 3.
Yes, the age of
So
3
anything
minor. They're saying that
above 3 is not a minor, right?
Yeah, because they're saying that sex has no legal effect before the age of 3 in terms of the girl's status as a virgin.
This is
Brother,
so
how many
crazy.
$7,000 checks have you cashed?
Yeah. And so when we look at
You're
these,
defending pedophilia.
he's not. Hold on. So what I want to say is that when we look at these man-made laws, they're imperfect. I mean, look at our own laws in the United States. We started out with our basic laws when the land first started. Now we have fees for if your dog gets lost or runs away, then you have to pay a fine.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it's
guys,
just
this is to
creating
me
more
is
on top
a
of it.
closed case. It literally says that he's not allowed to marry her off when she's a minor because she might grow up and not like her husband. If that doesn't
Yeah,
tell
that
you
doesn't
everything,
say age though, correct? It doesn't say an age though, correct?
But the point is, Josh, and it doesn't mean, and does it say marriage or betrothal?
Betrothal is a part of marriage, Little Deer. You know this.
guys,
No.
imagine.
Yeah,
Look, it says.
betrothal. Wait, no. Because if this is how we're gonna act towards this, we should just let the Muslims defend their prophet, man. Look,
No, Sophia.
is
Just
this?
because multiple people do it, it doesn't justify it. How,
You know
how
what
is
I
this
just,
gonna help
you
them?
Why
know,
are we
Josh,
talking about
do you
this?
know what
How
I
did this
just said?
happen? How did this
Josh,
conversation
you know what
happen?
just came out of my mouth? I just
I'm
said,
not saying that
if
you're
All right.
we,
affirming
if
that,
we
but
do
them
this,
making that argument doesn't help the case.
Josh,
no, you
Josh,
don't understand,
the
Josh.
thing that I just want you to understand, and I hope you actually take this seriously, right? And go talk to actual Jews. That's all I would ask. Go talk to actual Jews, people who are actually knowledgeable about this, and get their opinion. Because that's what I did, and that's what I finally realized. Okay, you know what? I'm probably reading this wrong. And once I saw what he was saying, it made perfect sense. He's literally telling you on one side it is illegal. You get flogged for betrothal through intercourse. So the verse that you're talking about cannot be what you think it is.
And you're taking this stance because a rabbi told you this, right?
Obviously, yeah. But I've talked to multiple rabbis, and I've watched so many videos on this topic. It makes sense. It's not only because what they said to me. It's because I'm listening to what you're saying, right? Your stance requires me to believe in an actual contradiction. One guy saying it's legal, another guy saying it's illegal, and they're both legally binding.
Yeah, their book is contradicting. How is
What
this an
they're
issue for me as a Christian?
Calm down. Now, what they're telling me is that it's not a contradiction because one is talking about the legal status of the girl and one is talking about the punishment to the man. That resolves it. You want me to believe that they're just that dumb that in a legal book they're just literally just leaving a contradiction in a legal book? That doesn't make
Yes,
any
they're
sense.
leaving. The Talmud is
No.
contradicting itself. Yes.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
I mean, you would consider, like, to be honest with you, why are you talking about Jews now?
Guys, if you don't want to talk about this topic, you don't have to be here, okay?
I was just gonna, Joshua, I want to correct you on something. So in the first century Jews, betrothal was the commitment that you were going to marry this man. Usually the woman lived with her parents for another 12 months approximately, while the groom prepared the home for the bride to come. So they were not together. So betrothal means marriage in the sense that the promise is going to come through. They had to get a legal divorce if the girl decided not to marry him or the man decided not to marry her. But it did not mean immediate consummation. Betrothal does not mean it.
Now, I will say something positive for Christians that I did come out and looking up this topic is they actually talk about the verse. I'm pretty sure it talks about the verse that the Muslims always bring up to you guys about the grape and the 50 shekels. And the wording they use there is seduce, just so you guys know. And I'll try to find it in a second here, but they do say that it's seducing.
It's seducing, and that is in the Targum or in the Mishnah.
Yeah, it's seducing, and them getting married is because the woman's status is downgraded, so she needs some type of protection financially.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, she
Correct.
needs protection. She needs protection from the guy who raped her. Great job.
Oh my gosh,
It's
man.
not talking about rape.
What does seduce mean?
That's not, oh my god, if that's gonna be grape,
Seduce means
then every man
grape.
on this planet has been raped.
what is-
Good job.
Seduce is where
I
you
was
have a
raped the
man
other day,
that
though.
comes along and
Is it against her will
and
though or
sweet-
not?
No, it's not. Sweet talks her, meaning, oh baby, I truly love you. Go ahead and come be with me. And she goes ahead and she sleeps with the man before they are actually married. That is exactly what the seduction means.
Yeah,
Taking captive of the mind.
and we're in the 21st century. We all know what seducing means. Just go downtown in your city
Yeah,
and look
they
at the
try to
clubs.
make-
How
they
men are
try to make
seducing women
excuses.
24/7.
They try to make excuses and say, well, what does laying with mean? I'm like, obviously it means to sleep with someone. They're like, no,
Why
it
is he
means
paying
grape.
50 shekels? Because it's a fine.
Exactly.
Because
it's a
he's
fine.
literally manipulating her, making her think that he loves her and he would marry her,
Yep.
and then sleeps with her and then abandons her. It's
Well, it could
similar to
also
what
be a
happens
dowry.
today, but
Call it shotgun wedding.
Yep.
Anyways, I'm saying this to the Christians directly. Christians, stop defending the Talmud. All of you guys are doing that. on live and in my DMs. I'm disappointed in you
No,
guys.
and I'm saying the opposite. Christians learn the Talmud and learn to defend the Jews.
Yeah, and yeah, because I'm disappointed in us trying to paint the Jews as, you know, the same as Muslims.
As evil
They're not.
people. They were a people group at their time. They had lost their temple. They had no leadership. They were trying to do the best they could. Now, as time moved forward, yes, they did separate because they wanted to paint Christ. They knew they'd miss their Messiah, guys, and they were trying to make up excuses. You know, we have in their Targums where it says that we missed our Messiah because we sinned. And the ultimate sin that they said that they could do was to unalive an innocent soul.
But little, do you agree with me when I say Christians shouldn't defend the Talmud?
Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. Jewish people were the ones who made transgender surgeries and abortion. And that, if you look that up, that's true. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Like,
No, Sophia, you're right about that, but the way to look at it is that they were the ones that were compassionate enough to deal with the people that came to them with these issues.
no. No.
Yeah, so yeah, they just so people aren't coming up and saying I'm a man or I'm a woman when they're not. They're not doing that.
Well, yes, they are, but that's not something. we should
And
be
you think
compassionate
that
to.
and you think that a Jew is making them do that?
I don't think they're making them do
Okay,
that. I
so
think they're
there's people
enabling
who
it.
have gender dysphoria, and the Jews are the one that said, okay, what is this? What can we do about it? They dealt with it.
Well, if you enable something, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they're evil
Alrighty.
for
But
that.
there
I'm not
needs to
saying
be an
they're evil
age
for that.
limit. There,
Have
Wait,
you
wait,
ever-
wait. Sorry.
Have you
go
ever
ahead.
had a transgender friend?
yes.
No.
No, not me.
Okay. Well, maybe open up your horizons a little bit.
Listen, I just think that there needs to be an
I
I
age
have
just the people
limit.
Jewish
around.
friends,
Of
though.
course,
I
there
have
should be an
Jewish
age limit. Of
friends,
course, there
though.
should be an
I
age
mean,
limit.
I have Jewish
But what
friends.
what Sophia is trying to portray here is that like, oh, they just forced people to become transgender. No, people
No.
were always, bro. If you look at in Roman times, people were always weird. People have always been weird like this. But the Jews are the
But
ones
we
who
don't need to defend the Talmud. You two scary.
you
Stop
do.
defending it. You
No,
don't need
no,
to.
no. You need to learn. You need to stop being a bigot. Okay. Everything that we just saw right now, again, you're either going to affirm a contradiction or you have to understand nuance. And I would suggest you to understand nuance.
Okay, so the reason why I'm saying this to Christians is because the Talmud contradicts our belief. So
That's
no, we
fine.
shouldn't defend.
That's fine.
But that's what I'm trying to convey. Okay, I'm gonna say this very quickly. When you're in disbelief, you can't. There's not a better disbeliever than another. If you don't believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, you're a disbeliever. Jewish people that don't believe in Jesus are as bad as the Muslims who don't believe in Jesus. There's no one better disbeliever than the other. You should know, like everybody should agree with this as a Christian.
That's not true.
It is true. You can't be a
No, it
better
isn't.
disbeliever than
I'd
another.
rather have a disbeliever who's minding his own business than a disbeliever who thinks it's okay to go fight people just because they don't believe what you believe.
Yeah, I do. I agree with that.
What about the disbeliever
They're
who
both- they're both
unalives-
spreading
What about
corruption
the
in their own way.
disbeliever who unalives our Messiah? What about the one who unalives our Messiah? Like, how do you feel about that? Like, unaliving the Messiah.
That was God's will. He hardened their hearts.
Yeah, but no. That's your interpretation.
Don't make me show you the verses.
That's your interpretation, sir.
Oh, look, this Muslim in the chat is just having a field day listening to us having this conversation.
Oh.
Fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I don't care if they record this. I'm never gonna defend the Talmud.
It's because we don't talk about this that they keep bringing it up. Because everyone's so uneducated on the topic that they think, oh, haha, I'm going to bring this up, and everybody starts to stumble. Get educated. Like I said, talk to Jews, and you'll see this is not that crazy. This is very easy.
Okay.
Well, and Josh, the thing I'd like to say, bro, is yes, the Jews need to be ministered the gospel, that their
Right.
Messiah came, and that's what we have to understand. I totally agree with you, bro, but they deserve just as much ministering to as any other people group that don't believe in Jesus Christ, that don't have the salvation of Jesus. So we have to have that same compassion, same understanding. And I understand. The only reason that in Islam that it is a terror to every society, to every human being here in this world, because of what it teaches and what it preaches. And that's the utmost danger to
Yeah,
all humanity.
what I'll say to you, Josh, is you're not gonna find Jewish people when you actually talk to them like the Muslims, where they're gonna tell you, yeah, it is okay to marry a six. They're not gonna say that. They're all gonna try to explain it away, and they're gonna try to explain it the way that I'm trying to explain it to you. So
Yeah,
you,
and
go ahead, Brett.
Liberty said even if you want to go by his logic, Jewish canon does not apply universally like Islam, and that's true because under Sharia law, men can marry children, like it's still practiced today. Child marriage is still practiced in Islam today, and Muslims they try to justify it more than.
I mean, Bear,
Well,
with all the respect,
them explaining it away just shows they have better morals, like as a people group,
Correct.
than other people.
They're trying
But
to. They're all.
that doesn't mean their book is
That
good and has good
I'll
morals
leave
within.
that up to your interpretation, Sophia. But again, I feel like I've shown it very logically that one guy is talking about the legal status of the girl, the other guy is talking about the punishment of the guy. I don't see any issue with that. I sleep at night peacefully with that understanding. I'm not gonna. If you don't want to interpret it that way, and you have to understand, it's just your own belief. The Jews aren't saying that. If you talk to a Jew, he's not gonna tell you that.
Also, nobody's defending the Talmud. Like, I never defended
technically,
the
you guys
Talmud,
are
so
doing that
stop
right
saying
now.
that No, I'm not defending the Talmud. Like, I don't. There are obviously things in the Talmud that I don't like and I don't agree with, and I don't like how, like, of course Muslims in the chat are twisting what I'm saying, like they always do. They just twist everything. They twist the scriptures. They twist their own Quran.
Yeah.
I mean, I read the Talmud years ago, and I've talked to Jewish people about it. I think there's some things that are in that book that are not reconcilable, and some things that are in history that they have done that aren't reconcilable either.
Okay,
But at the
Sophia.
same time, they're better than
Sophia.
other people, but still,
Same
like,
as
Sophia,
Christian.
what
Same
part
as
do you think is
Christians.
irreconcilable, Sophia?
the part where they say it's okay to marry a 3-year-old,
It
which you
doesn't
just
say
tried to
that. It
explain
doesn't
away.
say that. It
Oh
says.
man, let's not do this again.
Joshua, look, look, just God bless you, brother. I think me and you already spoke about this. I'm gonna talk with Sophia about it now. What it's saying there is that if it happens, it's legally binding at that age. That's all it's saying.
I have a picture in my photos. You put me on the big screen, I'll put it on
We
the
all
screen.
we all just read the verses together.
No, because it's not even that. I have a picture. I gotta find it though. So
Of
give me
what?
like a second.
Of
But
what?
I have a picture. It's like Hadith and Talmud next to each other and how they're so similar. Give me a
Okay,
second.
no, I don't want to see that. You're just rage baiting now.
Okay. No, I'm not rage baiting.
Yes, you are. That's literal rage bait. What difference does it make what similarities it is? The point is
Guys,
how to. Go
Sorry,
ahead,
I'm sorry. For the people in the chat, listen, I don't like the Talmud. I'm not trying to defend the Talmud. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to say that the Jews don't practice child marriage the way that Muslims do. I'm not saying, oh, let's support the Talmud. I'm not saying that.
Exactly. You know, we're looking at a people group that was trying to come up with something to work for their laws at the time. They've moved on since that. They're not doing that in Israel now. They haven't been doing that around the world. But Muhammad was the best example for all mankind, for all time, for the whole world. And what the rest of that book teaches on how they treat people is terrible.
Well, does it not say that Jesus, right? 43a.
Not
There are
necessarily.
no double standards. Like, your Sharia law, your hadiths, your Quran allow child marriage. This is the Talmud. This is not like scripture. This is not the Torah. This is what rabbis made up themselves. It's
Yeah,
not
we
like
don't take this, but I'm just saying, like, there's a reason why we wouldn't take this. Like, it says Jesus is
It doesn't
Yeah,
say
and-
Jesus. It doesn't say
And Brian,
Jesus.
you believe the
That's what it
Talmud is
said.
a corrupt
It doesn't
book,
say
right?
Jesus. The
On
Jesus.
the eve of Passover, I just read it. On the
Go
eve
ahead.
of Passover, we hanged Yeshua. So who does that sound like?
Not
And
Jesus.
because he sure.
And also, Sarupa, I don't understand what's wrong about what I said. Like, I don't agree with the Talmud. Like, the Talmud is made by rabbis. It's not God's word like the Torah. So,
Brad,
I'm
is the
just,
Talmud a corrupt book?
yeah, I'm sure it is.
Okay, there you go. Khalas. Move. Let's see. There you go.
It's
So
every
I don't
law.
understand what's
No,
wrong about what
guys,
I'm
wait,
saying.
all right, pause. Look, the Torah is not, the Talmud is not a corrupt book. The Talmud is what the Jews do when they don't have a temple. What are they supposed to do about the temple? How are they supposed to follow the Torah?
That's why they need to accept Christ.
Scary hours. Even with the temple, they weren't following the Torah. That's another discussion, though.
Rabbinic reasoning is that he said bring him up.
Oh, what is this guy's claim? He ran for me on another live.
Okay, let me invite G1 now. Now that he's here, let me invite
Hold on.
G1.
No. Stop, Joshua. This is not a Trinity
That's-
discussion. This is not a Trinity discussion.
So Rupa, can you please tell me like what's wrong with what I said? Like, because I am trying to like be open minded.
Look, here, Rabbi, let me ask you, because I guess you should know. When it talks about 3-year-olds in the Talmud, right? My understanding is that it's talking about the girl losing her legal status as a virgin.
Correct. It's determining what age can legally be classified as a marriage, not endorsing the act. That's why if you read a couple chapters after, it says that it's forbidden and the punishment for doing so delays the coming of the Messiah. It's also lashes and even death sometimes. So again, if you look at, you can also pull up the source of the Rambam's Mishnah Torah on this.
Yeah, so I saw the verse that says that the betrothal becomes legally binding through intercourse for a 3-year-old. But then there's another verse that says betrothal through intercourse is worthy of flogging, right?
Right. Now, it's important to
Okay.
understand what the Talmud is doing, right? The Talmud is meant to be like a court system, meaning that if you don't address every possibility that could happen, you come into a place where someone can take advantage of that situation. So the Talmud is going to give a lot of hypotheticals and explain what's going to happen if that takes place. It doesn't endorse the act, which is important.
Okay, so he's not refuting. This is the guy who you guys brought up to refute me. He's not refuting anything I said.
I just
He
did.
just said.
Excuse
He just
me.
said you can get
How
married
are
at
you
3.
not? No, Josh,
No, wait,
you're
wait,
not.
wait.
No. I think this is a language barrier because
There's
you
no
keep,
language
you
barrier.
keep
You
repeating.
left out a key detail.
Hear what I'm saying, Joshua. Hear what I'm saying. It tells you, number one, betrothal through intercourse is worthy of flogging. Okay? What's a flogging?
In the
on it?
marketplace. In the
it did,
marketplace.
bro, Jesus Christ. It did not say that. It gave the
okay, pull
example
it
of
up.
the marketplace, and then it said, and betrothal through intercourse is worthy of a flogging. It didn't
Can
say
you pull up
it's
the source
one-on-one.
and reread it? Pull up the source and let's read it, man.
I really don't think you speak
I think
English.
that-
English is not your first language, right?
It is my first language. I'm born in Canada. I don't. What's this
All
code
right,
going
here,
on?
here. Because this is, I don't understand how many times I got to say the same thing. Look, the Gemara explains that Rav would flog a man for betrothing a woman in the marketplace because this is disrespectful.
Boom.
Okay, can you shut the hell up? I already says that, but then it continues and it says, and for betrothing a woman through sexual intercourse. Boom, boom. It's giving you both examples. They're both worthy of getting flogged.
I mean,
It's
I
not.
didn't
It's not
know
just
there was some
flog.
way
It's
to
a much. It's a
explain-
much worse punishment.
What
It's
is a
not-
flogging,
It
bro?
doesn't
What is
say
a flog?
3-year-old in that verse. Has
What is it?
Did anybody
Again,
notice?
Oh my God, Joshua, stop it, dude. This one's not talking about 3-year-olds. This one's talking about in general betrothing through intercourse. The other one says if you betroth through intercourse to a 3-year-old, her legal status changes.
It's about
Also,
her legal
guys-
status. Again, if you're saying it's not,
So
You're going to-
obvious.
you're going to have an
I mean,
issue.
this
because
is
in
going in
the
circles, man.
Masechet Sota, chapter 54, verse 17, we see that the punishment that we have, right, is that not only delays the coming of the Messiah, but the person must receive death, and the punishment increases every single time. So again, it's not endorsing the act; it's giving the status legally of the act takes place.
What's a flogging, by the way? I don't even know what a flogging
It's
is.
it's they
that's
it's like
beating some. That's when he
Giving
beats
the
someone.
belt,
Okay.
basically.
Also, guys, ask yourself
I'm
why I
trying
would
to.
ever like why I would ever be defending the Talmud. Like I don't believe in the Talmud.
Brett, you're
I think
good. You're good. We're
okay.
not
I
holding
just want the
anything
chat to
against
know
you.
that.
It's because he's trying to like point out where we do this, and it's not true. Actually, I'll give you a challenge. I'll give you a challenge. Find me any rabbi anywhere in the Talmud that's ever recorded to marry a minor. Anywhere. I'll give you that challenge. Go ahead.
That's required to make a minor. What if I told you? What if I showed you a rabbi that makes it permissible?
What? First of all,
What
none
if
of
I
them
showed
do.
you a rabbi that
None
said
of
it's
them do
permissible?
that. But I'm showing you how if you look through the entire Talmud, you wouldn't be able to find one rabbi that does such.
What if I showed you a rabbi that said it's permissible?
Find me one rabbi that says it's permissible to be with a minor. Go ahead. That's
Oh
authoritative.
my gosh, we're doing this again, guys. Let me go to my computer.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how you're lying. I'm gonna
This
expose
is
you.
not-
I think
I
that
hate-
wait, no, I think that this whole live goes against the Bible because in Romans 28, in Romans 2:28, it says we're the new Jews, and in Revelations 3:9, it says the fake Jews are gonna
And
come
Apostle
and
Paul
it's gonna go.
and Apostle Paul also says in Romans that do not think yourselves higher than the Jews because it's because of them that you got grafted in.
Yeah,
stop
sure,
being
of course.
so stop being arrogant.
Yeah. I don't think Jews are terrible people.
Are
I'm
you
just saying.
are you saying that they're not going to get brought back into the fold? Is that what you're saying?
Some of them know they
No,
won't.
I know I'm
People like
friends with
rabbinic
Messianic.
reasoning.
Wait, no, that's not what I'm saying, Joshua. Don't bring me into you, bro. I don't
I
know
didn't
what
say
you're
you're
talking
saying that.
about.
I said I'm saying that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got Jewish friends. I got Messianic Jewish friends. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, you
There's
guys need to start talking to
issues.
Jews. You have a Jewish person right here. You guys are just choosing to disbelieve him.
Okay,
I
can I
guarantee
get
you,
big
all
screen?
the Jews that you're going to talk to are going to say the same thing.
Source. Joshua, I'll give you the source in the Rambam, and I'll give
No,
you
no,
it in
give
the
me
Talmud.
big screen. Let's be productive. Okay, so this is the source. Okay, here, and it says over here, the sages taught, in the Bereda, however you pronounce this, there was an incident involving a Gentile woman called Yushtina, the daughter of Asverius, son of Atanianius, whatever, a Roman emperor who came before Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi, said to him, "My teacher, at what age is a woman fit to marry? Example, at what age is it appropriate for a woman to engage in intercourse, which would therefore be appropriate time to marry?" Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi said to her, she must be at least what?
Right, meaning she must
At
be
least what? 3
Can I
years
finish? Can I respond?
and 1 day old.
So meaning that for it to actually be legally considered intercourse, meaning for the act itself to be
Said
classified.
marriage.
Can I
You're
finish?
coping.
Can I finish? Okay. Yeah, you have no knowledge of what you're talking about. For the act itself to be legally intercourse, she has to be that age, because if you look at the previous chapter, it discusses that prior to that age, there's a certain health thing that does not grow back.
Yeah,
Which-
it's right here.
which-
It's right here. Look, a girl until she is 3 years old and 1 day old, and a boy until he is 9 years old. For these are the ages from which a sexual act in which they participate is considered a sexual act.
Meaning that the act will be legally binding. So if it were to take place, it would be a legal marriage, because in Judaism, you can have a marriage take place.
So
through
you can be married
intercourse.
to a 3-year-old. Thank you.
No,
Oh my
oh my
God,
God,
bro,
that's
this
not what
guy,
it's
bro,
saying.
All right,
He-
all right,
he's
you
still-
guys are just coping,
Okay,
man. Have a
okay,
nice
it's not
day.
allowing. Okay, Joshua.
How
it's
does
not
it feel to
allowing
lose?
you-
It's fine. It's fine. Shut up, Joshua.
I can't.
He's just low. He's just literally low IQ. That's all it is. You can't help him.
Also,
It-
I never said that the Talmud was being misinterpreted. I said let's not have this conversation, and now you guys are saying that I'm defending the Talmud. I'm not.
But it is misinterpreting, by the way.
It is misinterpreted.
It just is.
But what's the? I mean,
Look, the same verse right after it says a girl 11 years old and 8 years old and a boy 12 years old. At that age, they're considered adults. So again, it's showing you the difference of when somebody's an adult versus when a sexual act is considered a sexual act. It's two
Now, if you go to the
different things.
Mishnah, which is the most authoritatively binding, it says the age for marriage is 18 for men and women.
Yeah, well, the canopy doesn't say that.
But you guys, like, it's some people don't understand how the Talmud works. It's not like reading like the Torah. It's multiple like legal discussions on classifications. So they think like, oh, it says this in this verse, therefore this, but that's not how it works.
But
Look,
now,
man,
the other
we
thing
can't be like we're look. This is not what the church fathers were doing. They were condemning this behavior.
The
It's
church
been
fathers were
done.
condemning this behavior. You don't want to go there. You definitely don't want to go there.
It doesn't
I don't-
Labiano use like Thomas Aquinas or something?
Yeah, don't. Let's avoid that topic for sure.
Brett,
Well-
let me know. Let me know when you can get on a call in Discord. I have a ton of arguments to give you. I'm gonna give you arguments where you can like run them on anyone. Like I'm talking like Itachi, any of these people. And not a lot of people know this, and I want you to like cook them, like really bad.
Just send me a DM.
I was just going to say, so what we have to remember is that this is a time frame again, like Scary said. These people are without a temple. Their temple was where their laws were interpreted. They lost all that. So now they're trying to reconstruct their laws so they can lead their people. That's basically what it's down to. Now, when we look, they've progressed over time.
Well, it's not exactly
And
what
I
it
agree.
is. Just to clarify, what it is that we have in the tradition that there are 13 principles were given at Sinai that are used by the court to derive certain laws on nuances. Meaning that there you have the laws that are given from Sinai. I'm just giving you the position that we hold, and then you have laws that have to be created after when it comes to nuances on certain things. There's multiple examples of this. So what they're doing is they're using the principles to derive a law from the principles that are given, which is it's just like a legal system, basically.
Well, and the Talmud is that preemptiveness of if you do this, then this. If you do this, then this. Rather than just going from that fundamental foundation, and everyone should follow that fundamental, then laws end up building upon themselves. And that's exactly what we see in the United States, is that someone would do wrong, then a law was created to define the terms of the punishment and such, where the Talmud is trying to preempt that. Am I understanding that right?
In a sense, right? Meaning that there's going to come to things that are going to be required to discuss that are not drawn out or given at Sinai.
Here, look,
Right.
I just want to put this out for all the Christians here. Here's Apostle Paul. I am talking to you Gentiles, and as much as I am the apostle to the Gentiles, I take pride in my ministry in the hope that I may somehow arouse my own people to envy and save some of them. For if their rejection brought reconciliation to the world, what will their acceptance be but life from the dead? If the part of the dough offered as the first fruits holy, then what is the batches holy? And some of the branches have been broken off, and you, though a wild shoot, have been grafted among the others, are now share in the nourishing sap of the olive root. Do not consider yourself superior to those other branches, meaning the Jews. If you do, consider this: you do not support the root, the Jews, but the root supports you, the Jews. You will say then, branches were broken off so that I could be grafted in. Granted, but they were broken off because of unbelief, and you stand by faith. Do not be arrogant, but tremble. For if God did not spare the natural branches, he will not spare you either.
So,
Okay, wonderful.
one thing about
But this is great. It's just saying don't have arrogance to be thinking you're better
That
than
you're
Jewish
better
people,
than Jewish people, correct?
That
which nobody should be doing. But what I am saying is
That's
is
what
that
I
when
hear.
people
That's what
will
this
take
all
root
sounds like to me.
Wait, Scary.
in Matthew 21:43, right? It's going to tell you that the people who are bearing the fruits of God they belong to God, and the ones that are not. And the
So
thing
you're
is
all
that
the only reason you would say that is
be
because you're trying to sound
belong
like you're better than the Jews. Go ahead,
No.
Brett.
Wait, Scary.
I'm not.
Did you
Go
say
ahead,
that?
Brett.
Why
that
are you
Christians-
interpreting
that-
it that way?
Hold
Go
on,
ahead,
hold on. Do you think that because somebody said that you were saying that Christians should defend the Talmud? Did you say that?
You should learn the Talmud, and you should not like become a scholar of the Talmud. But what I'm saying is you need to get rid of this stigma that you have in your mind that you're like, oh my God, it's this untouchable topic. Get educated enough to where you can defend the honor of the Jewish people. Absolutely. This is literally these were God's chosen people from the beginning. You can't go around saying they didn't corrupt the books, but then at the same time trying to work against them. This hurts your case, no matter how you put it.
But they're not God doesn't have a chosen people anymore.
I know.
Yeah, I
I
agree
know.
with
That,
Caleb.
I mean, that's it. Yeah, that's in your theology.
You,
I
you
agree
guys
with
are
Caleb.
just you guys are literally just arrogant. That's all it is.
I want to.
Why are you insisting upon that though? That's why that's what I'm
Because you
questioning. Like, why
are.
are you
What
insisting?
what I forgot what was the thing that you said a second ago about what was the last verse that you quoted, Sophia?
I said that those who I have to go back to. Give me 1 second. It's on my computer. Okay, 21 Matthew 21:43. It's saying that those who bear the fruits of God belong to God, and I'm not talking about just Jewish people. It's also Christians. It's also Muslims. It's just people. But they don't do that, do they?
What's your
Do they
point in
bear the
saying
fruits
that?
of God?
What's your point in saying that?
Do they bear the fruits of God?
No,
I'm
what's your
saying
point in bringing that up?
I'll defend Christians when it comes to
Because they
people
don't
lying.
bear the fruits of God.
Okay, so
That's
what
the
what
point.
do you want to? What's the takeaway for us that they don't bear the fruits of God? That what? What should I
That
do about that?
they're
Okay.
not in the same. They're
Okay,
not the
so you're saying you're
chosen people
better.
of God.
What you're saying is that they're better. What you guys are forgetting is that the reason why the Jews crucified Jesus is because they thought he was being blasphemous. They were doing this in defense of your God, not because they just randomly hated you or hated her for no reason. They thought it was blasphemy.
Listen, I don't have a problem with the Jews, right? Like, and especially, you know, I'm just saying, like, when it comes to the Talmud, it's a man-made book, and there's some bad things in there, like what they said about Jesus. There's some okay things in there, like.
Let's
I'm
talk
just
about that.
saying-
Let's talk about that.
It's also not the Jesus you're thinking of.
Exactly. The Jesus that's in the book, he was the student of some guy that lived 100 years before Jesus.
Yeah, it's Yoshua ben Prakhia. It's not the same Jesus. The term Yeshu was used a lot
Wait,
back then. So
The
there's
whole
no-
boiling and excrement, that wasn't about our Jesus, you're saying?
Not
No.
necessarily. Yeah, there's a huge debate on it. They don't know who it is actually, but they named the student they named the teacher of that guy, and it's a guy who literally existed 100 years before Jesus.
Well, this is news to me.
This is what I'm telling you. This
it's
is all.
Yoshua ben Prakhia. It's not.
This
And by
is-
the way, they introduce it as for a legal discussion. It's not even like about anything like that. But yeah, it's the same with Mary, by the way. They don't even say Mary in the Arabic.
This is what I'm telling you. This is a topic that I you guys need to just. I know there's, like I said, there's a stigma around it for Christians. Just put it aside and actually go in and you know, talk to your ChatGPT, Google everything, and say, okay, what do Jews actually say about these things? Not the anti-Jews. Obviously, they're gonna say, look, it says 3-year-old. Ha ha ha. No, look at the actual thing. They were trying to. You guys have to remember, a virgin was literally everything at that time. So they had to say, okay, what is legally considered a virgin? Okay, that's all this is about.
Bro, it's actually defending the child
Rabbi,
because in the case
I
the
have
child.
wait.
In
I just want to ask the guy who's a Jew, like, what do you think of Jesus and Mary? What do you think of Jesus and Mary?
I can give you my
Jesus
honest
and-
opinion as a Jew,
Yeah.
as an Orthodox Jew. I
Yeah,
don't
please.
believe Jesus is divine. I don't believe he's the Messiah. I don't believe he's the Son of God.
Well, yeah.
I don't
Well,
have
yeah,
any.
I know that, but I'm saying,
I don't
like,
have any hatred towards like Jesus, but in my belief, which I can defend, that's what I hold to.
okay, but like, you don't like. I'm not saying that because I know that. I know you don't take him as a Messiah or divine or Son of God, and that's fine. I'm just saying, like, what else would you think about, like, if Jesus came today, what would you think?
Like,
She's
if he
like,
came-
show me your hate. What else, dude? What else?
Like if he came back, like, then I'd
Yeah,
be
if
wrong.
no. If there was just the first coming of Jesus happened right now.
I don't know.
Sister, look, it's
Depends what you're
Sophia.
talking about.
Your question is answered in the Bible. The disciples didn't barely believe in Jesus. Thomas didn't, like, he was like, I'm gonna believe it till I put my finger in your wounds. Like, it wasn't easy to believe in Jesus at the time, guys. It's a guy claiming to be God.
My bread.
Maybe
I can
it's
send you, I
just
can send
because
you
when
all
I was
the-
a kid, my parents didn't
sources
like
of it.
shmooish people, and I got through that, and now I don't mind them. I have shmooish friends, but maybe
That's what
I
I'm
just
s-
have that still within me.
Yeah,
or
but
something.
I'm telling you, the best thing that for me was talking to actual rabbis. And I saw these people are just regular nice people. He's like my grandpa. He's like my uncle. And they'll tell you, they're like, oh, no, yeah, you know, they had It's not like the Muslims at all.
It's
Muslims
just, I don't know. Maybe if I see that he doesn't hate Jesus, it will make me feel better about it in my soul. I don't know. For some
He just
reason, in the
told
back of my
you.
head, it's
I don't.
like,
I don't hate
if
anyone.
you're Jesus.
To hate is a terrible thing in itself.
Right. And remember, the
I
only
hate
reason
Jesus.
to quote unquote hate Jesus is for blasphemy. So they're doing it because they think he's disrespecting God. They think he's disrespecting Yahweh.
Okay, is Jesus would be in hell, right? For you, like
We
he's
don't
like
have
straight to the Sheol, right?
we don't have the concept of hell that you guys have. Meaning
Straight to the Sheol.
in our religion, hell isn't like this eternal place. If you go for purification, it's called Gehenna, and everyone goes for 11 months, and the 12th month
Oh
they
my
step into
gosh,
heaven.
it's like Islam.
But,
Okay, I didn't know
Islam
that.
doesn't hold that, by the way. Islam
No,
holds to
like
eternal
when you said that, I'm not judging that by that. What I'm saying is, I had no idea that it was like Islam, and it's like called a similar thing to Islam. Wow.
I
Hey,
heard
host,
that-
can I ask you a quick
every
question?
non-Jew gets heaven, by the way.
like-
I've heard that some Jews
Yeah.
like they don't believe in an afterlife, or like the early Jews didn't believe in an afterlife. Like the
Those
ones
were the
that-
heretics.
Some
Those were
different texts.
those were the heretics.
Oh,
As, as rabbinic tells you, that's the heretics. That's
It is.
funny.
Would you
I have a
say
whole
that
debate.
Jesus would go to
So,
hell?
I have a whole debate
Sophia.
against the Karaite. You can watch it.
Sophia, so we get in Catholicism, we get purgatory from the same idea that the second or the BC
Yeah, but I'm
Jews
not
had.
Catholic though.
I know, but the same thing in Catholicism for purgatory. So what are you going to say? Because that's exactly what the rabbinics thought. That
Purgatory
comes
is
from-
a heresy. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay, and
Hey,
and
Sophia,
here,
can I ask you? Sorry, I just
Go
want
ahead.
to make it like Sophia. I don't know you at all, but I gotta say, like, I reviewed your page real quick. You're saying some things that I gotta agree with the host are sounding like you have some issues with Jewish people, and I can tell you, I grew
On
up
my
in.
profile, where it's just me talking to Muslims, in my reposts where I repost that Muslims are wrong.
I'm just saying you had mentioned that your
Where's
parents.
the Jewish people? I mean, yeah, my parents were like that, and maybe I have some type of stigma in
I
my
don't know.
in the
That's
back of
all
my
I'm saying. Like,
head.
I grew up in New
I'm
York.
not denying that. I'm
Right,
not
well,
trying to be like that though.
If you could just let me finish, like my point is this: like I grew up in New York with a lot of Jewish people, and I got to tell you, the Jews that I grew up with, my good friends, they really don't think about Jesus. Like they honestly don't. They're if you were like, hey, what do you think? They just, you know what I mean? They just don't think of him. It's not like there's any
Okay.
hate or love. They genuinely do not think of him.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just saying. Look.
Well, it sounded
speaking
like when you were
truth.
talking to the
Speaking
Jewish gentleman,
truth.
there was like confusion about what Jews
Speaking
did.
truth. It's
Right,
fine.
they
I
don't.
know. I know that Jewish people, right? They made transgender surgeries and abortion, and that's a little weird.
Okay.
Omar, I think Omar
I can't
Omar's
speak to
Jewish.
that.
Hold on,
We also
I'll talk
made-
to that in a minute. But Omar wanted to say something. He's Jewish as well. Go ahead,
Honeybee,
Omar.
honeybee, stop spamming.
I just wanted to engage in the
All right,
conversation.
let me mute and let me know if you. I think you have mod, Brad, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, do I? I didn't realize.
What happened to the mod I used to have?
You don't have it?
So,
I think you still
No,
have
you
it.
what's
I
the
don't think I have mod
topic?
either.
Yeah,
wait one second.
I gave you guys
Me
both
too.
What's the
mod.
discussion about?
I don't have mod anymore.
Oh, Omar, you don't even know what we're talking about, brother? Come
Oh,
on, man.
all the mod got
I saw you
removed. Even
talking- I saw
Caleb
you
is in
talking
the
to
comments.
Oriel.
Even Caleb in the comments is saying
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
mods removed.
I'm trying to explain to them that Jewish people aren't evil and letting them air out their grievances.
I mean, I don't think they're evil. I just
We
like
are the synagogue of Satan.
I don't. No. Well, there was no purpose
joking,
in
I'm
saying
joking.
all that. That was a little crazy.
But who's saying
I'm
that
just
Jews are
saying-
evil?
So
there's
here,
things
look,
that they've done
here,
over.
Sophia. Let me give you a different perspective on. Again, you went back to the transgender thing. Okay, Jewish people have historically
Yeah, there are
been
14 genders in the Talmud. That's what they have historically.
We've made like all the inventions that you use. In the Bible.
exactly. They
All the
have.
bad some people, some of us did.
They're the ones who have all the You know who healed me from being paralyzed?
It's
A Jew. Okay. Yes.
Also, a
So-
Jew paralyzed
so-
my father.
So now, what I'm trying to explain to you is that Jews have historically always had or been in positions of like these advancements. So yes, some of it might look weird to you. Like they advance transgender studies? Yes, but you have to understand this was a need that they were fulfilling. People, for whatever reason, want to be transgender. Okay, and these people, the Jews that are involved in the medical
Evil.
field, have to
But
deal
the
with that.
people, I can agree. The
Most
people
of
But
them,
that's
most of them.
evil.
the
But that's
people,
an
Yeah.
evil thing
Guys,
in
guys,
the
I
the,
agree.
Bible.
It's evil.
the
When
people,
I
I
the
want to
people
understand
say
you're
that
something.
looking at. I understand you're looking at it as evil, and I could possibly
I
agree with
agree.
you.
I
But
agree with that.
people want to do it, and those people think that you're evil for not letting them, fully express themselves.
I
Well,
guess,
that's too bad.
No, but I
I
used to think the
agree.
same thing until I was friends with a transgender person, and you know what? He made me feel bad, and I realized, you know what? I'm being a bigot because I told him the same thing you did, and he tried to go back to being his normal gender because of me, but then was crying and couldn't, you know what I'm
Guys,
saying? And he
Well,
struggling
then
with
you
it.
know what? Scary. Listen, I feel for those people, and it's not that I don't feel bad for them. I just think that maybe they should be medicated instead of like
Do you see
endorsed
how
to go
crazy?
further.
What do you mean they should be? What if they're just messed up? Like, what if their hormones are
Yeah,
off or whatever? What do you mean medicated? They
yeah.
should
Give
just
them
be
some
happy.
type of
Let them
help.
be
this is what I
happy.
think.
Give them
This is what
help.
I
They
think,
need
and maybe
help.
this is still the like liberal in me. I mean, I don't have any political stance now, but I think people, if they're 18 plus and they're above age, they should be able to choose if they want to transition. I don't support it. I mean, I think it's a sin, but like if you make it illegal, then you're forcing, your beliefs onto someone. People should they should not want to transition, out of their own free will. If you're forcing them to not engage in these sinful activities, then it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not done out of love for God.
Well, listen, there's objective morality, and if we're gonna be Christians, we have to accept there's
Here we
objective
go.
morality, and that objective
Here we
morality is in the
go.
Bible.
hmm
We can't just let
I
people do
agree.
things
Yes,
that's
I
like
agree with you, by
morality
the
is
way.
subjective.
I agree with you,
There's
by the way.
you
The
guys can
Jews
think
that
it's a sin,
I
but
think
still
even the Jew agrees with me. Come on.
I
Yeah,
agree with you
I also agree
on
with
that.
you.
The Jews that do that are like disgusting, and the ones that
They
They're
perpetuate
mostly
that,
atheists.
I don't. we don't support
but
secular
rabbinic, do you think they
create?
do you think they created transgender minded people?
No.
I
No.
never said
And that's
that either.
because of scientific studies on that. Really.
Correct.
I never
They
said that either.
all they did was, yes, they created the medical procedures around it to help, but it was to help the people who already have that mindset.
It's very
That's
sad, by the
just
way. If you
It is
that's
very
just
sad. That's the
allowing
point.
it. That's
it's
just
very
like
sad,
that's
and they
that's
struggle.
endorsing it and making it like, oh, keep going. Like, no,
you
don't
It's
you
not.
keep
guys
It's not
going.
endorsing, but it's having
you
it's having compassion to understand. They have
exactly.
those
It's
problems.
compassionate. These people have hormones that they can't control. It's not like they're just, oh, one day I wake up and I feel like being this or that.
It's the same thing with gay people, by the way. Like,
Right.
But
that's
Exactly.
why.
it's
That's why there's a
cross-dressing
whole.
is a sin.
There's a no one's denying it's a sin. No one's saying it's not sinful.
We all
The
know
point
it's
is
a
that-
sin. We all know the Christians should believe it's a sin. That's fine. I'm not taking that away from you.
I'll tell you right
Then
there are
why allow
physiological
people to do it
components,
in
though.
our country?
No,
I understand,
sexuality
but I
in
will
general
say
is a very,
there are physiological components that are backed by
Yes.
science.
Yes.
And by the way,
Bro,
We can
everybody
still
knows.
absolutely not understand God's plan, but it's the science is valid.
Everybody
sexuality
knows.
in general is something that every single person struggles with. And this
Mhm.
is just like an innate human thing
Correct.
that again takes years and years of spiritual devotion to get off that path. So for someone that if they really take up as a Christian or a Jew, they can never have a partner like that. The struggle is so hard for them, and you have to understand that. If you
It's like people that are predisposed to alcoholism.
right.
Yep. It's stuff that you guys will never know what it feels like. You think it's just easy, just to turn off these feelings. They don't. A lot of them don't want
How
to
do
be
you
that
know
way.
that no one knows what it feels like to be an LGBTQ? How do you know?
Well, maybe
How
you
do
do
you
know. I
know?
don't. Do you know? I don't know. Do you know?
Right,
Maybe
I
you
don't
know.
that's
know
why
what.
Sabad,
That's
by
not
the
what this
way,
conversation
that's
is
why
for.
Sabad-
What I'm
Okay,
saying
all
is,
right, well.
it
Yeah, I mean, the
shouldn't
conversation
be
went way off the
enabled by
grid.
the government.
I'm just saying, like, one of the last experiences that I had as a Christian was I led a guy to baptism. He told me a couple weeks into it that he was homosexual, and he cried and he was like, "Okay, I'll give up my homosexuality. I'll just never get married. I love Jesus." And then he spent the next 3 months crying every weekend because he just couldn't handle it. He couldn't do it,
Yeah,
and I
you
felt
know,
bad.
Okay.
what I
Well,
want to say
at
is
the end of the day,
what I want to
these
say.
people should be helped.
Okay. What I want to say is I told this story on my live a few times. When I was in middle school, when I was 13, I had a friend who was like a super devout Christian, and they used to like share the gospel with me, pray for me. Like they had tears in their eyes because they wanted me to be saved. Now, he ended up growing up to be gay. And, you know, everybody like knew he was gay when we were in middle school, but he was in denial about it. When he grew up to be gay, he left Christianity because of like, you know, he couldn't reconcile like with what it teaches and, you know, his what he's was basically what's innate for him, you know? And so he left, and then to this day he's not a Christian, and it kind of makes me sad because like he had this like strong zeal for God, and like he was like just he genuinely loved Jesus, and now he's not a Christian anymore. And so when I first became a Christian, this was something that I really struggled with, seeing him, you know, his experience. And then so I was trying to convince myself like the Bible doesn't actually say that it's a sin to be gay. And I was trying to say like, oh, it's like a mistranslation, and like
Oh
I believed
no.
this for some months, and then I like accepted, okay, it does say it's a sin to be gay.
It doesn't say it's a sin to be gay. It's a sin to do gay things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you
Gay
just
and
have gay
sexual.
feelings, man, like that's obviously not a sin. But if you do the gay things, then it becomes a sin. But you just shouldn't like. I'm just saying, why
The model that I hold
why
to
are
is
you enabling them to continuously do this in front of children
it's not
and
me, by
teach
the
it
way.
to children?
Okay,
It's not
now
it's
you're
not me.
you're just conflating different topics now. Now you're talking about whether they're
It's
gay
not.
and whether they do it in front of children is two different things.
I didn't even realize
think-
why
I think she's
that
talking about the-
prompt about Joshua.
I think she's
And
talking
by
about
the
the.
way, sorry, go
Wait
ahead.
1 second. I think she's talking about the degeneracy in the West, all the queer people and the
Yeah, I know she's
education.
talking about that, but the point is that that's not inherent to gays. That's just certain gay people that are doing that. Not all gay
Right.
people believe that's okay.
Yeah, but no one should be doing any of that in front
We
of
know
children.
that we know that, Sophia. But that's not what we're talking about at all.
But
I would
the
never
thing is,
endorse that or enable that.
the thing is, I think if somebody wants to sin, you gotta let them, you know, make that decision. I don't think they should. But like, I think that we should not sin out of our love for God. And if people aren't saved yet and they don't believe in God yet, forcing them not to sin is just gonna build resentment and push them farther away from God,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. You guys as
No,
Christians,
it's
it's not your
true.
job to go around making these people feel bad. You should just preach to them about the love of God, and hopefully, you know, through that, get them to come on your side.
And the people, by the way, that have that issue, my philosophy is that obviously in the best sense they shouldn't do any of that stuff. But if they can't, if that's the one sin that they can't give up, then do everything else. Be a good person and give charity. But there's things that they can do, even if that's the sin they struggle with. That's the most important thing. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Good point. We all struggle with this sin in some way or another. It's sexuality. Whether your sexuality is gay or straight, we all sin in that regard. I know,
Would you
not
rather
you.
live in a country, bro? Would
Huh?
you rather live in a country, bro, with this transgender gay abortion, let's go? Or would you rather live in a country where there's no abortion and no transgender people and no gay people?
What are you gonna do? Okay, let's say we outlaw it. Do you think that stops the problem?
No, and they're gonna keep being gay, but at the same time, it's not gonna be enabled.
So what will we do then?
Not have to have them teach it to our children in school.
Wait, but teach
That's
what?
a
Wait,
problem.
Sophia.
See,
Do you think the average gay person actively goes to the children and say, "You should like men because I like men"? Do you think the average gay person does that or something?
right? And you're presupposing that gay is learned.
You think that okay?
I mean, I will argue with any
Bro, I
sexuality
had a
theory.
gay cousin, and I knew he was gay since he was like a little kid. He was always gay. He acted gay when he was a little kid.
That's why I struggled with it being a sin, because I'm like, some people are gay like from the very beginning, it seems like.
Wait, you think that some people choose to be
Either
a
you're
drag
gonna say
queen
it's
from
just
the
a
beginning?
genetic disorder or dysfunction, or you're gonna say that it's something that's learned. It's not natural. You can't make kids that way.
Wait. Why is it not
It's
natural?
both. It's both.
You
Wait,
can't
wait.
wait. Are you
Wait.
saying that you've proven definitively that it's not biological?
If you
Sophia?
can't make kids that way, how is it a natural act?
Wait. How does that make it natural? Okay,
Wait,
this has to do with the
making
wait.
kids that way would be unnatural. The fact that kids show that without being taught proves that it's natural.
Oh, but
Or maybe it's the estrogen they be putting in the water.
Okay,
What?
that's a good start. That's a good start. They're turning the
Well,
frogs
it's
gay.
not.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not their fault, and it's just the stuff that's in the water because of the birth control is messing with them, and it's
Holy,
not their
okay.
fault.
Okay, I'm gonna say this because from an evolutionist standpoint, like even from like an evolutionary standpoint, even if like gayness or gay sexual action does not produce children, it's still an evolutionary positive. For example, there are multiple studies that prosociality is highly linked with homosexual people because of their differing aspects. That doesn't make it necessarily harmful. Their different aspects and way of life or way of understanding how someone may feel is a prosociality thing.
Yeah, you guys understand what hormones are, I'm sure. Like even just testosterone for men. Think about how different men are based off of the level of testosterone that they have it. There's even studies that say like your level of testosterone could literally make you a Democrat or a Republican. Like, you know what I'm saying? For women, their levels of estrogen wildly changes their behavior.
Which one has the higher testosterone? I'm curious now. Wait.
You should
If
know
it's
that.
Democrat, I'm
You
just gonna
should.
be like, what the
It's
heck?
definitely not Democrat.
Okay,
wait.
see what I'm saying? Do you see now? Do you see now? Do you
Okay.
see now? The estrogen makes you a Democrat. The estrogen makes you gay.
They actually have studies
The
around this.
estrogen.
So
Wait.
there's a lot of stuff that people can't control. They're born with their levels of hormones. Go ahead, Brad.
It's
Um,
nature.
Like, are you saying that there is no free choice?
No, it's
That's
nature and nurture.
debatable. Yeah, but go ahead,
It's
Brad.
nature. It's a battle between both. There's a genetic aspect, and then there's also the aspect you can make a choice.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Change what you're doing.
Some people in the chat are saying like, "Oh, I can't." Like what they're saying right now is crazy. I want to know which side are you saying is crazy? Like, ooh, I want to know like, are you pro Sophia or pro the people who are not Sophia?
Sophia sounds like
The Jews. The Jews.
Hey, I've always been a weird.
No, wait.
person.
I got a
I'm
question, Sophia.
full
Right,
A lot of
just to
times
put it out
you're
there,
speaking it.
I don't support gay people's behavior. I just don't like disregard them, and I have compassion for them for how they live, for like how they struggle.
Yeah, but I got a question for Sophia. A lot of times when you're talking about position or against people that you obviously disagree with, why do you sometimes refer to them as them or they? You kind of always be like, well, they. It kind of sound like when white people say you want the good ones.
What do you
does that
mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
Yeah,
I don't say you people. I say you guys because they're in an active group. They're a group
Those
of
weirdos.
people.
like
It's not like I'm referring to races like that. And anyway, like
I don't think she
if
means
you
that.
no, I don't mean it like that. I'm not an evil person. I think like if we would all just start eating more meat, the problem would like disintegrate. I don't know.
what?
Are you one of those
Stop
people
eating
like
the vegetables.
do you drink raw milk and stuff?
Yes, I do. Of course I do.
Oh my god!
It's
Do you
Oh
do
my
good.
mixed
gosh! Oh
maxing?
my gosh! Oh my god!
That explains a lot.
Oh my
I feel
gosh,
great.
bro! She's too far gone. She's too far gone.
I feel great. Look at my story every day. I post the food. I'm like, cheese, eggs, meat, and milk, bro. What why aren't you guys seeing
Yeah,
this?
that's good. But are you one of those people that think raw meat and raw milk is a good meal?
It depends on the meat, and it depends on where you're getting that milk.
She's Liver King's sister.
Yeah, like,
No,
dude,
it depends on where you're getting the
Wait.
milk, and it depends on what meat it is. Is
Wait,
it
that
like
reminds
steak?
me. That reminds me. There was a guy on TikTok a few years ago who went viral for eating like raw meat and like bull testicles. And then I saw after I started making these videos.
That was Liver
I thought-
King.
Oh yeah, he had a wife who was a Muslim, and he made a video like, oh, my wife, she recently left Islam and like accepted Christ, and she got baptized, and like he was talking about it, and people were like, oh, she only converted for you, but yeah, it's just a coincidence. But
She wanted
I,
a man. She wanted a man who could eat raw meat. Pause.
I've like I wanted.
Who
I've
doesn't
always,
want
like,
that?
wanted to
I'm just saying,
drink.
who doesn't want that?
Wow.
Because like I kind of got influenced by the people who drink raw milk, and like they make it seem like it's like the most healthiest thing, but I'm like way too afraid of getting food poisoning.
bro, literally
I'm not
just
trying
look
to
at the
catch
Humans are
study.
animals. Look,
It's
Brett,
actually really
drink
good. The milk is really
Bro.
good, actually.
Drink it, bread, drink it, and then go and then like just drink it and eat it, all of it. Just eat
It's
it.
No,
all.
sweeter.
look at the studies. Please look at the studies. Like, please, everyone
It's
go.
done by the people who are in control of the
Oh
world
my,
that are
why are you such a
raw.
How is
conspiracy
bread?
theorist?
How is
This
bread
is what I
gonna?
mean.
How is bread gonna
Wait,
debate the
Sophia,
sheikhs
Sophia.
if she like
One
that's
second,
not?
one second.
It's look, no.
Sophia,
Wait, what'd you say?
Sophia,
It's
what's
good for you.
Wait,
I'm
guys,
just
hold on.
saying it's
Rabbinic,
good for you.
let Rabbinic go and then Omer.
No,
No, I
yeah,
said
that's
how is bread gonna debate the sheikhs if she has like food poisoning? It's not gonna work.
Exactly.
Sophia, what's the shape of the Earth?
Uh-oh.
That's a good question.
It's round. It's round. It's a.
You sure?
How do you know that? How do you know that?
It's round.
Uh-oh.
How do you know that?
It's round. It's
The space,
obviously round,
does
and
space
planets
exist?
are existing. I
Wait,
love
does space
planets.
exist or is there water?
I'm heavily surprised by the way she talking.
No,
She sounds like a
space
Bible literate.
exists.
She sounds
Yeah,
like a
what
Bible
is-
literate.
Rabbinic, what do
Yes, of
Jews
course
believe
space
about the firmament and the earth being
It's the atmosphere.
atmosphere?
And,
Traditionally, from a
Of
traditional
course, it's
standpoint,
round.
no,
It's round.
from a traditional standpoint, they believe that the Earth was flat.
no, we didn't.
I don't think the
There-
Earth is flat. It's
Wait,
round.
what are you talking about? Can you
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
rabbinic, but even in a
What?
permanent, and that the mountains stabilize the Earth.
No, we always believed the Earth was round and that there wasn't something blocking.
What?
Yep. I'll point you.
You won't find one critical academic who is honest would say that the ancient
So
Jews.
again, I'm gonna point you. Okay, it says Sefer Yetzirah, which predates the 1st century. We can trace it back all the way to earliest to the time of the Exodus. And I want you to tell me what it describes about the Earth.
I think the Earth is
Yeah, sure.
round. People just can't leave the Earth. I think they just be lying about leaving the Earth.
What? Like, this is what I mean. Like, what kind of conspiracy theorist is this, bro?
This is what the Bible says, my friend. No, this is the Bible.
That doesn't make it true.
The Earth.
It does.
No. The
Uh-oh.
Bible also says that Joshua stopped the sun, and that why they stopped. What the? That's obviously incoherent.
That's fine.
No, it's not. Wait, Sophia, you do realize day and night is because of the Earth's rotation and not the sun's, correct?
Sure.
Okay, so the sun stopping its rotation across the Milky Way or on its own axis, night would still come. He did that for nothing.
Well, good for him. I don't know.
Yo, yeah.
It's probably a metaphor. It's probably a
won't
Genesis,
take-
Genesis is mostly allegorical.
That's
It's not
what I'm
meant to be
saying,
taken
Omar.
literally.
In a
Yeah,
traditional sense,
that's the traditional stance of the Jewish sages.
yes, no doubt later on is definitely,
Look, bro.
definitely metaphorical, but in a traditional stance, in this language, it definitely shows a flat earth that has a firmament that has waters above the firmament.
Bro,
that
this
God's throne is
live
above
has
the
switched
earth.
topics so much. I don't even know what we're talking about at this point, bro.
I'm
We
just
went
saying
from-
your
I
guys'
think that
cosmology,
it's
your guys'
just-
cosmology was insane.
No.
Like, for example, you guys believe in 3 heavens. Like,
Can we go back to the raw
The
milk?
3 heavens, wait, no, you don't know what that is. The 3 heavens is just the atmosphere, space, and like heaven, like God heaven.
atmosphere, space, and heaven. Wait, Sophia, is heaven in the same plane of existence as the atmosphere?
Uh-oh.
No,
No,
it's
it's
3
allegorical.
different planes of existence. Are you not understanding what I'm saying?
Wait, the atmosphere is a different plane of existence than the sky? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about
Wall-
heaven,
Wally
like
is
where
tweaking
God
out.
is.
Nobody's saying that they exist
You're
in the
not
same realm.
understanding what I'm saying.
Omar,
I'm
she said
saying what you're
verbatim, they
saying.
all 3 have different planes of existence. If the atmosphere and the sky had different planes of existence, I guess the people that went to the moon.
Were you not the one who got on to me for saying you guys, and you're over here going, you guys believe, you guys believe?
Yeah, you said.
Stop.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about young Earth
who's you guys?
creationists. See, I can.
Who's you guys?
See, I
I
can say
can't,
that.
ju-
Because,
I can't
Hold on,
generalize,
guys.
but you can.
Guys. All right, guys. Rabbi, what did you say you wanted to go back to?
No, I was joking. I was like, let's go back to the raw milk.
I say you guys against people who deny obvious evidence, like us landing on the moon. You're
Guest, are you?
I'm
Guest, are you Christian?
Look,
or not?
I'm an animal that eats raw meat on my 2 hands and goes raw and just eats it. You are drinking the estrogen.
Oh my god.
drinking the estrogen.
Hell no, bro. I don't know what's going on. Wait, guest, you actually eat raw meat? Like whole raw
I
meat?
eat raw beef. That's it though.
I love sashimi, like raw fish.
No,
No,
I eat
sashimi
raw
is
meat.
fire. Sashimi
It's
is really
from my
good.
it's from my brother
I'll eat
who's on a
sashimi.
farm still. I grew up on a farm, so it's well sourced, man. There's no problem.
What?
Like you never get sick from that, like at all.
No, I've never gotten sick in my entire life. I've been eating it since I was a kid. When I was a kid, I would unalive the deer and then rip its heart out and eat it. And I've been fine my whole life.
This is why your IQ has been significantly dropping since that moment.
My IQ is 142. Ha ha.
Divide that by
Ha
two. Divide
I
that by
have a
two.
certificate
Divide that by
from
two.
that.
Divide that by two.
Alright, guys, I got work I gotta do. But Brett, add me back on Discord. I want to give you the RUS.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
But I'm gonna go.
Take care.
God bless,
Rabbinic,
guys.
Rabbinic, one second, Rabbinic, send me your Discord.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, Wally. Are you thinking
yeah, other
that
than
maybe
that,
if you ate
the
if
Earth
you
is
ate
flat.
raw meat, then you
The
would be
Earth is
normal?
flat. The Earth is flat. Hold on, I'm gonna give you guys.
Yo,
a
I'm gonna
quick
eat raw meat and start thinking we didn't go to the moon, bro.
The moon is cheese, bro.
I love raw meat.
The
Raw
moon
meat
is
is
cheese,
good for
bro.
you.
The moon is cheese. You think we
Can
landed
you
on
let
that?
me show up?
Oh my god. Yeah, I know Rabbinic's showing. That's the only reason it's funny, bro.
Raw meat is good for you.
You
Why
need
don't
to
you
look at
see my
scientific studies.
story? Why don't you guys follow me? You don't even look at my story.
Look at the studies. Look at the studies. Look at the studies.
You
That's all I
didn't
gotta
know
say.
I was like this, and you should have looked at my story.
Look at the
hell?
studies, bro. That's all I gotta say.
All right, guys, let's
A
reset
guy
now.
had cancer. He stopped having
Alright.
cancer from raw meat.
Yo, I put that on my life and my left ball that she lying, bro.
That's crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna go eat now my raw meat.
God bless you,
Alright, bro.
Sophia.
I'm gonna be there for your funeral.
about
God
to
bless
say that
you,
the moon doesn't
Scary. No,
exist.
I was trolling about the flat Earth thing. Obviously, the Earth is round and we can leave the Earth.
Oh, thank
But
God.
I do eat raw meat though.
All right.
You still need help. Alright, let's reset. He said he wants to reset the line.
Yeah,
Alright,
let's reset,
Scary,
guys, let's
I'll come
reset.
back. God bless, brother.
God bless you. God bless you.
brother.
God
God bless
bless.
Scary, are you a
Chris,
Christian?
if your argument is that people have eaten raw meat and be fine, that's
I'm not a Christian,
Ooh.
brother.
Can you bring please Mesho up?
Who?
Mesho.
Mesho?
nation.
What are you guys, Muslims?
He just put the
Yes.
Bro, he's the same
Muslims.
rabbi.
What do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about as Muslims?
They're Jews.
We are Quran only Muslims.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
He's
Okay.
trolling.
What do you want
Omar's
to tell us?
trolling.
What do you
He's
want to tell
trolling.
us about the Quran only Muslims?
Nothing. What do you want to ask?
Wait,
Well,
isn't Brad an ex-Muslim?
yes, Brett is an ex-Muslim,
Who is?
also known as a Christian.
Who?
Oh, Brad, what's your proof of Christianity?
Oh, God.
My proof of Christianity?
Yeah, what's your evidence?
Okay, so the evidence is that there were eyewitness testimonies of his crucifixion and his resurrection. Like, he literally appeared to his apostles and over 500 people. But the most important part is his apostles. He appeared to them. He showed them the wounds in his hands. So this would automatically refute Islam, because Islam says that he was never even crucified. So then how did he have those wounds and how did he resurrect?
Is it mentioned in Quran that he's not crucified and he did not came from alive?
Yeah.
Okay, so if he did not crucified, he stayed alive, right?
Yeah, but then how did he have the wounds?
Okay, so he's alive. He stayed
Yeah.
alive.
She's saying,
How
how
did
did
he
he
have the
have the
wounds?
crucifixion wounds, brother? Say the Bible's
How did-
corrupted. Say the Bible's corrupted.
Yeah, of course the Bible is corrupt.
Okay, okay. Okay,
Proof the
okay.
Bible, the Bible is authentic. Proof
Did
the
you
New
see
Testament
him
is
have the
authentic.
wound?
Scary's a Muslim sympathizer, guys. This is
Wait, Brad.
He's a Jew sympathizer and a Muslim sympathizer.
I gotta be
No,
fair
I'm
to everybody. I mean,
No, I'm Jewish, but I'm aligning with the Muslims because
no, I just know
Only
he
the Quran
really
only
wanted to
Muslims.
say that, so I was just helping him out.
Omer is a Jewish, he's not a Muslim.
I'm pretty sure they're both Jews.
I am Muslim, he's Jewish, we are together.
No,
Whoa.
Mesho is a Muslim.
Yeah, it's we're teaming.
You're going against the Quran there, by the way.
No.
What I want to ask you guys as Quran onlys is like, how do you ground the Quran in its historical context? How do you do that, or you just don't?
How do you what?
can you ground your Quran interpretation?
It's clear, yeah. I'm Arab. I
The
understand.
Quran is a perfectly explained.
The Quran is
detailed
clear
book.
for you. Who's Abu Lahab?
I don't care. I don't have to care about him.
There's a whole chapter about him in the Quran, and you don't even
Who's Abu
care.
I
Lahab?
don't
Wait,
have to
tell
know.
me who's Abu
I
Lahab?
don't have
Who's
to
Abu
know who
Lahab?
he is. I have to
Yeah,
get the story. What's behind the story?
Yeah. Do you know the story?
Of course. It's mentioned in the Quran.
The story of Abu Lahab is mentioned in the Quran.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you look about the Arab poultry, Lahab used for war, Hatab used for making
Brother,
the war more
Abu Lahab is Muhammad's uncle, and he's
by
the
hadith.
first.
Prove
He's the
it.
first person who rejected Muhammad,
Prove it.
and you wouldn't know that without the hadiths.
Proven.
So
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
don't
giving
know that.
you.
You just believe that because the hadith say so.
Okay,
There's
so
no
what
proof of
I'm
that.
so what I'm saying to you is this is just one of many examples of things that you guys would not understand without reading hadiths.
I do
And-
understand.
And let me ask you a different question. What system of sciences do they use for the chain of narrators for the Quran?
For the Quran itself, we have archaeology of it. I don't care.
Manuscripts.
God proved me that it would
Which
be preserved.
Quran? Okay, which Quran do you read?
I know all of them.
Do you know all the Qurans?
Hafs, Warsh, yeah, I know.
Okay, Hafs. Okay, who's that?
I know all of them. I
Who's
don't
Hafs?
care who it is.
Why do you
Okay,
trust
Hafs.
Hafs? Why do you
Okay.
trust the
For
Hafs?
me as a believer, okay, let me answer you. For me as a believer, I have in the book itself that it will be preserved by God. So I don't have to search how they did preserve it.
The book itself
I
says
have
that verses.
archaeology.
The book itself
arch-
says that you have a different Quran than the original Quran. What are you talking about?
No.
The Quran chapter 2 verse 106 literally
Okay, I will-
says that you don't have the original Quran.
Which chapter?
2
Al-Baqarah.
2 verse.
106.
1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what I want to know from you guys is how do we know? I'm not even gonna ask you because you're gonna cope. But what I get mostly from Quran onlys is they just want to make their own religion up, and there's nothing stopping them. There's no guardrails.
They say no scholars, no tafsirs, no hadiths, no explanation from scholars.
I'll
no
make
any-
up. I'll tell you what this verse means.
Yeah.
Bro, genuinely just ask the book
Pull up the
about the
verse.
Quran, bro. Who gave the chain? They fall in their head, bro.
They know it's the
Who
same
gives you the
chain.
Bible? What
It's
chain-
literally
what chain do you
it's
have?
literally the
What chain do you
same
have for the
chain.
Bible?
It's the same chains
For
for
the New
the
Testament.
hadith. So they're literally
Wait, I have a
hooked.
question.
Not
What chain?
talking
What
about
chain?
different Quran here.
No, 1 second. Pull up the verse.
Yeah,
What?
I have the verse. I read it. It's not about a different Quran.
What does it say?
Ayah, it's not only the verse.
It's
It's
a
also
miracle.
for a miracle. Yeah, and
Yeah,
a
God,
sign.
God abrogated a miracle, right?
No, it's not abrogated. If something is forbidden, the
No.
word nansa is
No.
is
No, I already looked this up a million times. The semantic
Okay, so-
range of
so
that
go to
word, the semantic range of that word is only for replacing words. That's all it's for.
it's not
What's the
words.
issue?
Yes,
it
it
can
is.
be sign.
1 second. 1 second.
No.
What's the issue with abrogations?
No,
What's the issue with abrogations?
I didn't say there was an issue with abrogation. I said it exists.
Okay. Yeah, we agree that it exists.
Your friend doesn't. He said it means miracles.
Of course, but it can be abrogation from book to book, not the Quran itself.
Even if it's in the Quran,
No,
there's no
okay.
issue.
No problem.
What
no
I'm
issue with
saying,
that.
what I'm saying to you is that that verse creates a loophole to now where corruption can't be proven, because even if someone tells you, "I forgot a verse," and there are records of people saying we forgot entire chapters, you guys could then say, "Oh yes, that's because it was abrogated."
Of course, but anyway, he doesn't talk about Quran here.
Brother, it says ayah, right?
Ayah means also sign.
It could mean a sign, but in the context, it's talking about a verse. Cut it out. Because it says abrogated, which is
No,
also
No, but
Yes, the
Minha,
word
we
there.
switch
Yes,
it.
the Arabic word there. What is it? Is it Nessa or something like that? It's only talking about text. It's talking about either
No,
copying a text
no,
or replacing a text.
no,
That
it's
wouldn't
not.
make sense. That wouldn't make sense if you were talking about a miracle. You can't
You
replace
are
a
wrong
miracle
here.
with a better
You are
miracle.
wrong
That doesn't
with
make
the
any
word.
sense. Cut it
The
out.
word is not only for a text. You're
Go
wrong
ahead.
here.
Show me the semantic range of the word. Go ahead.
What?
Show
Nansaha.
me. Yes, Nensaha. Show me the semantic range for it.
Okay, I'll show you. Okay, so when something abandoned or forgotten, and we
Something about.
come with better.
Yeah, so God is saying if I abandon an ayah or it's forgotten, we
Yeah,
replace it with a
I
better
can
one.
find.
Does that make sense if you're talking about a
No,
miracle?
yeah, of course. If there
Okay.
is a
All
sign
right, leave me alone. All
that
right, leave me alone.
abandoned,
Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Go away.
You leave me
you can
alone.
laugh at it.
Go away, go away, go. He said,
You
yeah, of
can
course.
laugh, it's okay.
Be quiet, be quiet. Stop coping.
Yeah, is Omar Jewish or is he Muslim? Or I'm trying to understand.
I'm a Quran only Jewish.
Okay, because your profile says his profile says La ilaha illallah Musa Rasulullah. Moses is
Right.
the prophet of Allah.
Musa Rasulullah. That's
I
too
love it.
funny. Reality check, your phone's not working. If you could just drop yourself because it's just spinning. I'll let up SO now. He's about to annoy the hell out of everybody. So, bro, between SO and Remplisser, bro, those are the two most annoying
It's
people on
scary.
this
No,
whole
Scary.
app.
Rampless is definitely worse. Rampless is definitely
I
worse.
No,
don't
Remplisler
know.
doesn't compare to Esso. No, Remplisler is just arrogant.
Scary,
Man.
scary.
What's up?
What's your religion?
I'm a deist.
What's your proof of deism?
The earth, bro. Romans, what's the verse in Romans? He's clearly seen through what has been made. Here, let's let up SO.
Why are you guys talking about me that way?
What SO?
Why are you talking about me like that?
Cause you are, bro. I came on one of your lives one day, and you were literally talking about Muslims in your country doing the call to prayer, getting everyone in the town to come, and then slaughtered all of them.
Yep, that's true.
And
In
then
my state.
and
Where
then
I'm from.
these are the
My
people and the same religion that you're defending on a day-to-day basis. Tell me that's not crazy.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
you know, you don't blame the I mean, I'm pro pew pew. But they'll say pew pews unalive people. You have to separate the pew pew from the people, man.
I guess, bro.
What if Allah commanded the pew pew, bro? Like, what kind of argument is that? It's not analogous at all.
Bad people hold a pew pew. The pew pew is beautiful. I love pew pews.
Yeah, pew
Oh my
pew is
God.
against the disbelievers for their disbelief. Like this is known in the Muslim world. It's not some fringe, psychotic vigilantes.
Yeah, why did they do that, SO? Why did they do that to them? Why did Muslims do that to other Muslims? They used the call to prayer to trick them to come to slaughter them. Why?
Because they're trying to grab land. It's a land grab. Don't you know? This is GMO. The GMO corporations, the gold miners, they're trying to grab the land.
Okay, but what's their Islamic justification?
None. They're just trying to get the land.
I'm asking if you were to ask. I'm saying if you were to ask them, what excuse would they make up?
Oh, thank you. That's a beautiful question.
Sure.
Oh, perfect. So now let me answer. So the reason is
he's mocking
what
Korah.
do you do?
That's crazy.
I love Korah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. He's just mocking Korah.
Listen, I love Korah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, SO.
All right. It's very simple. What it is very simple. And that's the reason why I brought it up. When I brought it up, because some people were doing the exact same thing to me right here. They find a reason to brand you takfir.
There you go, brother. There you go. So can we agree? Perfect.
Boom,
So
your blood
yeah,
is halal.
it's halal. So can we agree the system doesn't work in reality?
No, I mean this is people taking advantage, making corrupting the system. That's all they're doing.
Brother,
The system was
once
not
you
made that way.
it's you can't prove that it's corrupted. Once you have a system that says we can unalive disbelievers, now it's up to interpretation.
Right, but where did they get that system from? They got it from the like 12th century guys.
From the
12th century guys.
Quran. They got it
it's
from the
12th
Quran.
Wait,
No,
scary, scary. The
It's 12th century
Sahaba.
guys who added that stuff. Who
Wait, one
started
second,
adding
one
that
second.
stuff.
The Sahaba themselves did exactly what these people are doing, also for a land grab. They wanted
Right.
to grab the
Nope,
entirety of
nope,
the Middle
nope, nope,
East.
Same thing.
Yeah,
nope.
bro. They
The
wanted
entire
to,
Muslim history has been the same thing. People fearing each other and
No,
going
it's
to
not
war.
true.
It's always happened since day
No, they forgave
one.
them.
As
No,
soon as
I mean,
Muhammad
in
wasn't
fact, they
around, the
didn't fight.
Muslims started fighting each other. That's why.
Yeah, I
That's what.
know. I mean,
It's obvious.
people fight, but guess what? Guess why Aisha was fighting Ali? Because Ali didn't unalive the people who did bad stuff. So there are different types of people. Ali said, "No, I'm not going to unalive them." She's like, "You have to unalive them." He said, "No, I'm not."
So
And that's
why
why they
didn't
fought
why
each other.
didn't Umar give Muhammad his writing paper?
Yo, bro, that hadith, man, that hadith changed my life, bro. That's when I stopped being Sunni and I just became Muslim, bro.
So you're not a Sunni? What?
What?
I'm not
When
a Sunni.
did you leave
I'm a
Sunnism?
Muslim.
Or no
Listening to
way,
Aya's voice,
No,
guys.
Muslim is Muslim.
Been listening
Khalas.
to Aya.
Khalas.
bro!
Muslim
I've never
khalas.
heard Esso say straight out that he's
Sunni is
not
a
a
name.
Sunni.
Muslim. Khalas. And then they say the Sunni, this is name. Divide me, you different. Muslim.
Wait, Esso. So talk about that hadith. What did you get out of it?
I follow the Sunnah. I follow the Salah.
Who's got a loud
yeah.
Who's got a loud background? Is that you, Esso?
Yeah, no, I'm telling the store seller over here that I'm a real Muslim.
Hold
Now
on,
he's
real
looking
quick,
at me-
real quick.
He's looking at me left.
Okay, hold on a second. So, Brett, do you know about that hadith?
Yeah, like where he was on his deathbed and then he asked for a paper to write something and Umar was like, nah, he's crazy.
He's
don't
like,
give it to him."
He's like, nah, you're good, bro. Do you know about the one with the medicine where they force fed him medicine?
Yeah, I heard about that one where he was like skeptical and he asked them all to like try it first or something.
He was like, I need to see you all drink it in front of me. Think about the level of distrust that they had.
They
Yeah.
hated each other, bro.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And then, but now think about, okay, Muhammad didn't even trust the companions and his wives. So he didn't consider them trustworthy. But then they'll tell you that, oh, these hadiths written by these people, they're trustworthy. They were known trustworthy people. It's a lie.
Right.
It
That's
was
why
all
the world is not
political.
Hadith are
perfect.
fabrications. That's why I'm saying
No.
the hadith is fabrication.
That's not why you're gonna just take the big brush against all the hadith, bro. What's wrong with you?
I'm not saying you could do a big brush, but it definitely calls the whole thing into question that about somebody being a known liar or a known trustworthy person.
And that's why the battle for righteousness.
Scary. You should become a Quranist.
That is why the battle for righteousness is continuous. You always have to be searching within yourself and searching with what you do. Like you don't stop at the person's decisions for you.
Yeah, and become
That's just the
Christian.
point,
When did
Become
you
Christian.
stop being Sunni? So I've never heard you say this before.
bruh. When I was contesting for president of Nigeria,
What?
nah,
This guy was trying to be different. Go ahead. Go ahead, so.
okay, so now I now supported the last president, right? So when I supported the last president, you know, all the people, I had a big blog, you know, I still have 500,000 followers, you know, I was a big social media guy, you know.
Okay.
So I supported the Muslim candidate, right? Not because of anything, but the Southern guy, Jonathan, was horrible. The minute this guy won, he went and attacked the Shia, unalived 1,000 of them, and buried them while they were still alive.
Oh, there's Shia in your country too?
Yeah, unalive them while they were still alive, bro. Now, here I am. They invited me for his inauguration because I really helped him win. You would add this, all the social media, everything. So I helped him win, you know? So I was one of like 1,000 people that they invited. I went there for the inauguration, whatever. While I was there, I started fighting him right away. Like, dude, what are you doing? You know? So when
Bro,
you unalive
what's-
those people, I put them on a blast. Like, yo, you unalived 1,000 people and buried them while they were still alive. Like, I put it to the whole world. Like, the whole world heard it because of me. You understand? So all the Sunnis who were following me, they now look at me like, who are you? They now push me and I started reading this stuff and I'm like, oh. Then from that time I started saying Sunni Shia beat themselves, Sunni beat other people. Like, bro, long story, man.
I didn't know we were talking to a famous political figure this whole time. So
I'm retired now. You're just seeing the retired me, bro.
mm.
So I had a big blog, 500,000 followers. I still have it on TikTok, on Facebook, News Rescue. If you go to Facebook News Rescue, you're gonna see I still have my 500,000. But when I now fought both sides, I lost everybody, so they are still there. But I lost.
So
both
can we go
sides.
back? Can we go back to the land grab thing?
Mm.
You separated yourself from those people who are unaliving the Muslims in your village because they wanted land grab. But we know the Sahaba were commanded to go and grab all these other lands and to invade the lands and so on and so forth. So that land grab plus religion is perfectly aligned with one another. How is that different from what they're doing today?
Right. So we conquered the whole area, but we didn't force people to become Muslim. Yeah, we took
Yes,
over
you did.
rulership.
My
Yeah,
people.
we did.
No. You forced my people to
No,
become
no.
Muslim.
He's
I
talking
just-
about the
no.
land grab, so he's
Right.
talking about the land
No.
grab.
I just made a blog on this. We prefer the people we conquer to remain Christian because we get jizya from them as a Christian.
Brother,
So we
we're
actually
not
wanted
talking
you guys
about
to
that.
stay
We're
Christian.
talking about the land grab. The land
We
grab.
didn't grab the land. We became rulers.
Okay, so there is land grabbing, right? So again, he's just saying the people that you just said were land grabbing, they're just doing the same thing the Sahaba did.
Yeah.
Right. You're talking of taking over countries. Yeah, we take over countries, man. That's
Okay.
So are the people who are trying to take over your land. You're saying they're
Right.
evil and they're not Muslim because
Right,
they're
listen.
trying to take the land. Sahaba did.
Listen, if they want to take over Nigeria, do it. That's different. But you
This
don't
is how
come
they're
and
doing
unalive
it.
people that are not fighting you. They were never going to meet them that are not fighting
Okay,
them.
hold on.
There's a big difference, bro.
So then, therefore, the Sahaba were unaliving Christians who didn't pay the jizya and who didn't submit to
No,
Islam.
they
Never
were-
mind pagans. Never mind atheists. Never mind.
So
There's a difference between
so how would
There's G-side and there's war.
how would the companion supposed to replace the income from closing down the Kaaba?
Right. So they have wars, and when they have the war, they take over the land and they collect jizya.
Hold
But
on a
G-side
second.
is what you're
Hold
talking
on.
about.
Hold
We
on. Hold
separate
on.
G-side.
You're not getting what I'm asking you. Did closing down the Kaaba create a necessary condition to where they needed to replace the income?
It could have. I'm
Okay.
Not 100%.
Okay, so would it have made sense for them to then just sit on their hands and just wait for people to come fight them?
No, if it was me, right, I'm gonna go and fight pagans. I will fight. Listen, I'll fight pagans and take over their
That's
country. I have no
okay, but
problem
you're
with that.
saying war. SO.
Bro, I have no problem with that.
Okay.
He
so-
just
so-
agreed.
so
He
then
just
good
agreed,
rule,
Caleb.
right?
He just agreed that it doesn't have to do with people fighting you. He just agreed.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
have no problem with
Okay,
that.
so then you can't say
Pagans
war.
are gonna if
Hold
I
on.
could get whatever I need, I'm gonna take over whole of Africa.
hold
After I
on.
didn't win presidency,
well,
I was
these are
trying
the
to
same
go and take
people-
over that place myself, bro.
Okay, so then join the people that are doing that in Nigeria. Join them.
Bruh, don't let me not tell you what I've done or what I do, man. Forget story.
Brother,
Man.
that's
Once
not
I
the
get an
point.
opportunity,
You just said you would do it, and then you're saying that the same people
I
who are
will not
doing
do
it
G
are
side. You're
evil.
talking of two different things. Taking over rulership of a country to give them righteous rulership is different from
No.
G side.
You think it's
These people
righteous
are doing
rulership.
G side.
No. Hold on. The issue with this Muslim ideology is the definition of war. You keep saying war as if, oh, this is a G side, but here we're at war, as if somehow they were attacked and now this is rightful moral war. It's not. You initiated the war. You went out. You said it's war. No one was fighting you, and you call it war. That's called an invasion.
Yeah, and
Same
the
thing
point
the
is,
Nigerians were doing.
and the point is war for what? The takeaway from the Quran is that if you need something, you can go fight disbelievers to get it.
Caliph is lying. The battle between us and the Byzantine Empire, which are all the lands he's talking about, they unalived the
Wrong,
mailman.
wrong,
You did
wrong,
it.
wrong,
You
wrong,
started it.
wrong,
You
wrong,
unalived
wrong,
the
wrong,
mailman.
wrong,
Caliph and I
wrong,
had
wrong,
discussed
wrong.
it
What was the
extensively.
mailman? What was the mailman bringing?
He was telling them that they should accept Islam and believe in Allah.
And what were his exact words? What were his exact words?
Read it.
Because
Read the letter.
I'll pull up the
Read
letter
the
right
letter.
now.
Read the letter right now.
Okay.
The only thing he promised them is God's wrath. not
Don't lie,
Islam.
brother. Don't lie. Don't lie. He said, he literally says, if you become Muslim, I can guarantee your safety. And if you don't, I won't.
Let's read the letter. Read it.
That's crazy.
And then the guy understood because he said, "I can see that if I don't listen to you, you're gonna conquer the land under my feet." Hold on. Does anybody know the hadith offhand? So I can pull it up.
You unalive the mailman like you don't unalive the mailman.
Yes, you
Well,
do.
don't
Yes, you
threaten.
do.
No, you don't. No, you
threaten.
don't. This
threaten
is
the land.
no,
threaten the
you
Byzantine
don't.
Empire.
I've forgotten
and
the
say
name
that
of
you're not
it.
going to be safe if you don't become a Muslim. It's very
It's
serious.
something measure.
And it's funny because you're trying to separate the two things. You already agreed that the closing of the Kaaba created a necessary condition for them to go out and fight.
Granted it.
And
I
then,
granted it.
and
I
okay,
didn't
so then don't separate that from the letter because the letter is just an extension of that.
Nope, not necessarily. Not.
It literally. Do you want me to read? Ugh, you're probably not even gonna take the hadith, but and I mean
Yes,
in the
read the letter.
tafsir, it says that after that verse is when Muhammad went and took his army to fight the Byzantines.
Okay, but the letter has already happened. They've already done what they did.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
Okay.
Here, I have it. Here, I have the letter. Hold on a second. This is the same letter that here, where is it? Here we go. Furthermore, I invite you to Islam. What does it say? And if conditional, you become Muslim, you will be safe. What does that mean?
We're gonna protect you,
And then if you don't,
and you'll be safe from hellfire.
brother,
we're
all
safe
I
from
know is if
hellfire.
somebody comes up to me and says, if you
Show
do
me
so
in the
and so,
letter.
if somebody says, because I'm already safe, I'm thinking I'm already safe. Why you got to come up and tell me I'm gonna be safe?
Safe
If somebody
from
comes
hellfire.
up and tells me something like that, there's gonna be problems.
Okay.
So you don't go up from, you don't send one guy a political
Them
leader,
killings-
and then
Killings,
look,
people thought they were big boys. Like, who are you, man? We unalive your messenger. Oh,
watch this.
That changed history, bro.
Watch
Aleph,
this.
big boy. What are you talking about?
Look what he said. Look what Heraclius
Empire.
answered. Look at Heraclius' answer. He said, if what you have said is true, he will very soon occupy this place underneath my feet. And I knew it.
Yeah, what does that mean, Esso? What does that mean, bro?
What does that
is he
mean?
trying to tell him?
What? I don't understand. In the letter, where do you see in the letter what you said? It's not in the letter.
This is
right?
Heraclius' response to the message.
Okay.
Okay, so did he understand that Muhammad was coming to conquer his land?
No, I mean that's up to him.
All
I'm
right,
not here
all
to
right,
defend
all right,
Heraclius.
all right. Thank you,
Come
Esso.
on,
Thank you,
bro.
Esso.
Come on,
Thank you, thank
bro.
you. Thank you, Esso. God
So
bless you.
dishonest, dude.
God bless you.
So dishonest. Lord have mercy. They love the victimhood, man.
Going around sending threatening letters and then expecting not to get unalived. Come on, bro. Cut it out.
Is this not the typical Muslim mindset of provoke, 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 and then the moment someone says something back,
Cry
we're
about
the
it.
victim. We're the victim. You attacked us. Get the hell out of here, bro. We know your truth or your falsehood.
I just want to read the tufts here for this verse real quick.
Scared, mate.
What's up, Phoenix?
I have something else to contribute in regards to this topic.
To this topic? Okay, go ahead.
As long as it's in this topic, Phoenix.
Right.
No crazy things today.
No, definitely, it's this topic. Let me shoot you the link first.
Let me just read this tafsir on this verse again. So real quick, fight against those. Ibn Kathir says, after this verse was revealed, fight against those who do not believe in Allah nor in the last day. It says, this honorable ayah was revealed with the order to fight the people of the book after the pagans were defeated. So nothing to do with the peace treaty anymore. The people entered Allah's religion in large numbers. The Arabian Peninsula was secured under the Muslims' control. Allah commanded his messenger to fight the people of the scriptures, Jews and Christians, on the 9th year of Hijrah, and he prepared his army to fight the Romans. This verse is why he did that. Nothing else.
That's crazy.
Bro, at least these scholars are honest, man. Like,
They
they're
weren't
used by all these sources.
they weren't trying to cover anything up at that time. They were proud of their stuff.
Yeah, but now because the Muslims are weak and they're always in the limelight, they have to make their religion, they have to romanticize it so that the Westerners don't see this type of evil. But if they were living in a majority Muslim land, yeah, they'll say this outright.
So all the groups in the Middle East that terrorize, right? People say that they're extremists, but would this kind of say the opposite, that they're following?
They're just in line with the text. That's all it is.
Exactly. There's no
So they're
such
not
thing as
extremists.
extremism.
No. There's,
You know what's scary is that like if we were all in the Middle East and Libiano and Cora and Itachi were there, they would probably want us unalived, and they probably would actually unalive us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, of course.
You know what's sad, sister? This morning I was on James 007's live, and there was a young man who was a revert, and he had only been a Muslim a few months. Right off the bat, he had made a comment down in the chat, 21 cops.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah,
Making fun of it. And I muted him in the chat. I'm a mod in there. And I muted him for in the chat. He was up on stage having a conversation. He got so mad. He went in, looked at my profile, and said, and James was talking to him, and he said, sorry, I just had to go take a picture of somebody's profile because I'm going to dox them. And James goes, what are you going to do? I'm going to find where they live and go. And he said, unalive them. And he said the K word. He got dropped down. And he stayed in the chat, but I did not unmute him. I sent him a couple messages, and I said, this is not wise, bro. Not wise at all.
Wait, that
he
was
came
a
up and he
revert?
apologized. And he was a revert. He said he was a revert for only a couple months.
That's
So
crazy.
he said he's been in a Discord server, and the things that they're talking about, this is what they're teaching them. And they're only a couple months into it.
Dude,
That's wild.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've seen this with other reverts too. There was another revert who I think he'd only been a revert for like a month or two. This was like not a long time ago, but like months ago. And he was like, yeah, Christians deserve to get unalived because they were, I don't know, he was like justifying it. And then people like Henny, he likes OBL, the 911 guy. I swear, it's like some demon possesses them and makes them a crazy T-word.
Yes, that's exactly.
Yeah, you have to remember that there's actually people who are just like this, right? And they see this religion and they're like, oh, I can be myself now openly. This is as a justification.
Exactly. Yeah, and they love this newfound like manliness that they've been designing for so long, and they just realized they went into like a fully evil, realm. It's crazy.
Yep.
Well, and that's exactly what he told James, because James asked him, and they had a great conversation after that. And James asked him, what made you to choose Islam? Well, I found out that I was adopted, and when I looked into, took a 23andMe or whatever, and found out I'm Chechnyan, I don't want to tell too much, but anyhow, I discovered that my ancestry is Muslim. And it's like, but before you were Muslim, your ancestry probably was not Muslim, because Islam is not as old as Christianity and a lot of other sects. And, he said he found a way to belong. So they target people who feel othered, adopted.
Yeah.
But yet then and so James went over the whole thing about how adoption, his parents that adopted him were Christian, but he felt he had an identity to uphold. And so James walked through him how Islam got rid of adoption and why.
Did you guys see where?
Could marry his cousin.
Did you see where Sneeko said he went to the Kaaba and got inspired to adopt a child?
What in the world? I did not see that.
He posted it. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Is it true that they think that
Somebody
Abraham
told
built the
him,
Kaaba?
you can't adopt.
He said, he was like, I feel like Allah, you know, he put it on my heart to adopt a child, you know, and when I went to Mecca last, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, everybody in the comments was saying, who's going to tell him?
Do they really think that Abraham built the Kaaba?
Yeah, they
Is that
do,
what they
and it's
think? Oh my
insane.
God.
Crazy things.
Somebody in the chat said, why do you guys only talk about the crazy reverts? Why don't you guys ever talk about the good ones? Something like that. I have a friend, he's a really good, nice guy. He's a revert. He was from a Catholic family. He became Muslim. And he's a nice guy, but guess what? He didn't know anything about the Bible. He didn't even know who John the Baptist was when I asked him. This is the thing. The good reverts, they don't know anything about the Bible, and they don't know the truth about Islam.
Yeah, they really don't, most of them.
Yeah,
I talked to a
but,
guy who's
obviously,
been
what
a
I'm
Muslim
sure-
for like 2 years, and he had never heard the verse about Aisha in the Hadith.
Yeah. These are one of two things. They're either cultural Muslims or they are Muslims that have picked, ironically, only the moral things, which is just prayer, modesty, brotherhood, all these things, and have left everything out. That's why you've never heard of it, right? Because, I mean, it's in the books, but you've just never heard of it because you've picked all the moral things out and call yourself a Muslim. That's not how it works, period.
You know what's the funny thing about the Kaaba? That it's supposed to be the most holy place in the temple. That's where they got it from. The square, the dimensions of a square, it comes from the most holy place in the temple.
Wait, in Judaism, you mean?
Hmm?
In Judaism, you mean?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Wait, what do you mean the most? Like, like the dimensions of the most holy place, the Holy of Holies.
Yeah, so in the temple, when they're given the instructions to build a temple, you build the outer court, the inner room, and then the most holy place. And the most holy place is supposed to be a square. That's where
yes.
And that's where God is supposed to reside. So the Muslims took that concept from there.
I see. And then at the same time, God doesn't enter creation. Wonderful.
Right. He has a house, but he
Where's
can't
he
go to it.
residing?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Scary, I just posted the link.
The what? The link?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Danny made a good point. He said there was tens of Kaabas in Arabia. That's true. Like the Kaaba wasn't the only cube shrine.
Mm-hmm. But that's why they prayed in the direction of Jerusalem, because they knew that's where the holy place used to be. I don't see anything of Phoenix.
Really? Let me try again.
Oh, I think sometimes it blocks links, I heard, or something like that.
You can check block links, can't you?
I don't know how to do that.
Does anybody know how to check block links? Because someone told me that it's possible, especially if you're the you're the host. Sorry.
No, that's only if the comments are being filtered. The mods can see them, but I don't see. I mean, I guess I'm not a mod anymore, but Scary usually doesn't have.
How's everybody losing? Oh, I forgot. This is my backup account. No wonder. I totally forgot. I'm like, how the hell did everybody lose their mod, bro?
I
That's
swear
crazy.
I sent my jizya payment, bro. I sent it on the
That's
first of the month.
hilarious. Monthly mod payments are due this week, guys.
I sent it, bro.
I was gonna say the first is passed. I missed mine.
I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I gotta mod some people. Is there something I could search, Phoenix, maybe on Google?
Yeah. So let me see what you can put on the search. It's on a Reddit, but it has the reference in there. It's by Imam al-Ghazali, and he talks about how the vast majority of Muslims were converted, and I think you'd find it very, very.
Well, just tell us. What does it say?
I don't know if I move out of the app. Let me see.
I'm sure you have the gist of it.
Yeah, so basically, he says that there's a group of people that words don't work with them, and the only thing that works with them is the spear and the sword, and that the vast majority of Muslims were converted this way. Like, literally says that. Because God does what he can't do with words, he does it by the whip and the sword. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, thank you for letting us know.
That's literally like the verse. That's like the verse in the Quran that says that you Muslims are the best of all people raised up for mankind. And then Muhammad gives his tafsir on that verse in the Hadith. and it says that that verse means that you bring people with chains on their necks. That's what it means.
That's my favorite hadith, bro.
I can't, bro. But that's one of my favorites because when I first saw that, I was like, oh, okay, this is a really deceptive religion because even their beautiful verses can have these crazy double meanings. You know what I mean?
By the way, when I tell them, because we say, oh, what's wrong with Sufi Islam? Imam al-Ghazali is the greatest Sufi imam that ever lived.
Yeah.
And he's saying that.
Whoa. He was getting philosophy, but he was low-key an idiot, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
So if you're saying that Sufis don't have the same kind of ideology of offensive jihad, that's not right. In fact, if you know the Ottoman Empire, pretty much their elite warriors are all Sufis.
What's a Sufi anyway? Like a mystic?
Yeah, in short.
They're supposed to be like non-violent, which is not true at all. They have.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with being non-violent. I think they just have a mystical side to them.
Yo, Scary, please look at the comments, yo.
What comment?
By Arbaz.
I don't mean chains like Christian chattel slavery. It can mean like a necklace. Oh my God. I've actually heard that though. I've actually heard that from other
Christian
Muslims.
chattel slavery.
He's
Wow.
saying that he means that when they bring the chains on their necks, it means like
Scary. Do you remember the time when there was this
Like
guy who
necklaces.
came here and says, "Oh, Sauda ain't fat. She's heavy."
So, you know, the whole chattel slavery thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know where all that started? Started with the Barbary pirates, which were Muslims. And it started, you know, just shortly after Muhammad was unalived. And the whole Barbary pirates, they would sail up into Norwegian area, and they would steal the blondie girls, the Viking women.
Well, here's
How do you think we ended up with a red-headed Muhammad?
well, here's the thing. The Vikings, when they started out spreading into Europe, their greatest commerce was actually taking European slaves. And how do we know that? Is because the archaeologists have gone to the grave sites of these Vikings and found Arab and Turkish coins, which means that their final destinations of all their slaves would go to either the Ottoman Empire or, at the time, the Arab Empire.
Yep, exactly right. You know, one of my favorite stories, have you guys read anything about Vlad the Impaler
Yep.
and how he was taken by the Ottoman Empire, he and his brother, when they were younger? And he hated them, but he learned all their tactics, their warfare. But his brother became a favorite of the Sultan.
He became his harem.
Became one of his, exactly right. Yep. He was his favorite boy toy.
You know, Mehmed the Conqueror was a very well-known boy lover, and he in fact went to the king. There's another version of the story is when he went to the emperor when he took over Constantinople, that he said, "Give me your son to be part of my harem, or else I will unalive all of you." And he says, "No, I wouldn't. I will never give you my son and heir." And so they unalived all of them.
I like water.
I love that. I'm trying to make you guys mods again. That's what I'm doing right now, in case anybody's wondering.
No, you're good. I was gonna say, you said you like water. Doesn't the Quran say that everything is made of water?
All living things are made of water.
Hey, Scary, did RC show you that hadith where Muhammad was praying while he was putting his legs between a man's face?
No.
Oh man, you gotta see that. That's hilarious.
Don't want to see that.
Oh, phonics. Phonics, I wanted to ask you, the hadith about where Muhammad opened up the legs of baby Hassan, his grandson, and kissed his little weeby.
What the heck?
Every time you say Hassan, I'm thinking like little Hassan Piker, like with Muhammad. It works so well. In a Mao
So
Zedong
little-
costume.
Mao Zedong costume. So anyhow, in the Arabic, well, they classify it now as daif, that it was as a false chain of narration. But if I remember right, several years ago when we looked that up, it said it was Hassan, that it was good.
Yes. If you so now they're trying to declassify a lot of the things and make it into daif.
Hold on,
You have to
those-
go to the PDF. You have to go to the PDF of the Sahih Bukhari in order to find it, and you'll see the isnad chain is pretty strong. In fact, RC showed us as well that there's also the same narration in a Shia hadith. So it is very, very well known.
Dose, you're not following my this account, Dose.
You're lying, bro. I am.
By the
Let me
way,
see,
no
let me
one
see.
calls him that, bro.
I have the hadith on the screen.
Let me see.
It's cut off, but he kissed his.
No, we can see it.
And the, oh, you can. Oh, okay, to me it's cut off. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. Wait. Sorry.
And this hadith is authentic, right?
It's Hassan. It's good. Yes.
You're gonna see it on X in 2 minutes.
Oh, bro, it's been on. I baked everyone on it. By the way, I did a whole post on it a month ago. And
You know, there's one hadith
it's
that
used as evidence by Ibn Hajar. It's used as evidence by An-Nawawi. It's used as evidence by Ibn Taymiyyah. When something is used as evidence, it means they consider it valid. Meaning Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Hajar, all of them died thinking this was true.
The Messenger of Allah.
Sir,
Well, according
why
to
did
Ibn
Muhammad
Hajar-
do this?
Well, he's a weirdo. But
Hold on,
here's the funny thing about
Phoenix.
Ibn
Phoenix,
Hajar.
was it you that brought in that what the different gradings, like what percentage of
Yeah.
reliability they have? Can you
Yeah,
talk
I was
about that
about
real
to bring
quick?
that.
Can you show it?
I have the. Hold on, I got a phone call.
What the
Yo, your ringtone some ass.
Weak ass ringtone.
That sound,
Yeah,
bro. That
sorry.
sound
Sorry,
like
I had a
an
phone call.
intro to like some
I'll bring
Garfield
it.
episode.
I'll bring it.
Yeah, bring it. Cause Phoenix showed me this I don't know what it's called, but Daif is not as crazy as people make it sound. Daif is alright actually.
It's actually all right.
It's pretty good.
It just means it can't be used as evidence on its own. It needs corroborating stuff. and
Correct,
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
It's
But
still
it can
evidence,
be
though.
like,
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Why would these things even be in their own literature? Some of these wild things.
Mm-hmm.
I just
And-
posted it. Can you see it?
What do you mean posted it?
It's on the link. It's on the chat.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
I'm in the chat.
Do Muslims know about these hadiths?
Most
Eh,
of them.
it-
I feel like
most
now
of
that
them
they're
do not.
learning, yeah. A lot of
Just
them
go
really
to the
hate
search
hadith.
bar. Just go to the search bar and put 85%, and that part will come up.
No, I see it. It came on there. Let me pull it on the screen 1 second.
Look at this, the Tamar guy in the.
What are they saying?
Such a bot, man.
He
The
loves
Remplisseur guy who says Tamar every time.
What's a benzona? What the hell's that?
Daughter of a whatever in Hebrew.
So it says here,
Oh.
the Sahih of Imam Bukhari is a collection of the Sahih hadith, specifically not a collection of only the hadith that the scholars should use. The scholars themselves. I gotta testing. State that Sahih Hadith has about a 99 to 100% chance of being entirely accurate. A Hasan Hadith has about an 85 to 99% chance of being entirely accurate. And a Da'if Hadith has about a 45 to 85. Oh, I'm not on the screen. A 45 to 85 to be entirely accurate. So it's
Yeah,
not.
so
Yeah. Go ahead,
Keep
bro.
reading. Keep reading.
Oh, okay. Of being entirely accurate, and this is the widest band of accuracy. Even if fabricated, even a fabricated hadith has a 0 to 45% chance of being accurate, since the grading it was given may be wrong, or the fabricator may have spoken the truth in an instance. So a weak hadith should not be treated like a fabricated hadith, because an 85% chance of being entirely accurate is a very high chance. If a person received an 85 on his test scores, would he throw that out and saying that it isn't worth anything? Each hadith is treated individually. There is no such thing in Islam as banning an entire grade of hadith from being used. Even fabricated hadith, this is never what you hear from them. Even fabricated hadith are still studied, because one scholar may grade it fabricated while another may grade it sahih, and there are many famous examples among the scholars of this occurring.
Did you hear that last part?
Come on, bro. This is so this is what they do when they're literally, like, when we're arguing with them, they say they use this against us. So you guys have to know this. It's just BS.
They were like, it's a weak hadith, bro.
yeah, and Remplisser, I really want to know, why did Muhammad do this to his what was it, his nephew or his I don't know. Why would he do that? Like, stop bringing up the Bible. Like, if you're bringing up the Bible and you're ignoring it, that makes me feel like you're
His
okay with
grandson.
the prophet doing that.
His grandson.
Like, Remplisser, you actually need to explain this.
Remplisser wants to come on. Well, let's hear Remplisser.
Yo, honeybee, bro, are you good? Like, why do you have to like say everything and like multiple times, like you're echoing, bro?
Remplisser's here, guys.
Somebody
Oh,
please
God.
mute Honeybee.
Not him.
Like, this person has no life.
Honeybee?
I have a serious
Yeah,
question.
they've been spamming for hours.
For hours, I just came over. I'm
Not
leaving
you.
friends, by the way. You know, we're not on the same timeline. Anyway, I have a serious question. So you're talking about free will. Let me ask you a question. Do Christians have free will?
Yes. Next question.
Okay. Jesus too?
Yes. What do you mean?
So, and Jesus was the
Jesus.
logos in John 1:1.
Jesus is God, Remplisser. What are you talking about?
Okay. So he decided to be the semen of Judah in Tamar, and he didn't do nothing about it. He knew the future.
Oh my,
He knew
bro.
how
This
it was
guy
gonna
will
happen.
not. This is 3 days
No,
in a
seriously,
row.
seriously, think about it.
What
Hold
is
on,
it
I want
with
an answer. I
you?
want an answer.
What is it with you and Tamar, bro?
Wait,
Because
Remplisser,
there's a law
Remplisser, wait,
against that.
Remplisser, why did Muhammad do that?
Why your God was...
Please, I need to know,
Listen, I want
please.
to say. No, you're not answering. You don't want to answer, right?
No, you have to
That's
answer
embarrassing,
first.
I
I need to
understand.
know, why did Muhammad do that?
Why
And are you
don't
okay
you
with
want
it?
to answer my question?
You answer mine first.
Jesus was literally, according to Matthew 1, the
Please.
semen of Judah at the point.
Remplisser, she's asking you, why did Muhammad put his face in
Well,
between
I
his
asked a question
grandson's
first. I didn't
legs?
have my answer.
I
Are you
promise you,
deflecting?
Remplisser, look, you don't have priority here. When we let you up on this panel,
I
it's
know
because there's nobody left.
Well, I know,
Okay?
I don't have a priority.
Okay, so please don't think that you're gonna
Islamophobia,
come up here. You've already proven yourself to be disingenuous and annoying.
Oh, I'm disingenuous.
So anytime you come up here, you're
Asking
gonna get
question.
treated like you
Oh.
deserve. Okay, so she either answer her
Okay.
question or leave us alone.
Yeah. Treat me how you
Okay.
deserve.
All right, shut up.
He is okay, and he is supportive of Muhammad doing that.
Well, here's my thing. Is in that story of Tamar, she covered her face What would we call that now? A niqab. A full niqab covered her face. So why did Muhammad make his women look like Tamar if Tamar is a sharmuta?
The only thing he wants to say is that Jesus is a descendant of a prostitute. That's the only thing he wants to say.
I know, it's so sad. That means all the Muslimas are the same thing because that's how she's identified as a temple prostitute, is because she has her face totally covered. So why did Muhammad make all of his wives and all the Muslimas cover their faces totally, making them sharmutas?
Let's talk about the veil dilemma. Who's Muslim? Boss, are you Muslim, the guy who just came up?
Yes.
What do you think about the veil dilemma?
What about it? Explain to me the veil dilemma.
So there's a verse in the hadith that says that if it wasn't for the veil, everything in creation would get destroyed because God's glory is too powerful. So what's stopping the veil itself from getting destroyed?
What do you mean by everything will be destroyed?
What part, brother? Everything will get
Just
destroyed.
explain-
What?
I don't understand what you mean.
So okay, let me just show you the hadith. Hold on. Here it is. Okay, 1 second.
Is the veil your God? Nah.
Right here. So it says, his veil is the light. In the hadith narrated by Abu Bakr, his veil is the fire. If he withdraws it, the veil, the splendor of his countenance would consume his creation so far as his sight reaches. What does that mean?
Can you go up a bit? I just want to read it. 1 second.
Yes.
Can you go down, please?
Guys, tap the screen for me if you don't mind. 60 people in here.
Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec.
We got Stephanie, looks like she's the top tapper right now. Followed by Lil Deer, followed by Brad. Thank you guys. Anybody else also, if we're talking about Allah's veil, basically the concept is that this hadith is saying that Allah's countenance is so powerful that it would destroy creation. So is this veil more powerful than Allah's countenance or what? Or is Allah attenuating himself? Because if he's attenuating himself, there's nothing stopping him from entering creation. So which one is it, guys? And also, what came first, the pen or the veil? Okay, let's fill some dead air with Remplisser. What happened, Remplisser?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, when actually,
Tamara?
when you think about it, when you think about that veil that Tamara wore, it was just exactly like the veil Allah has to wear.
And it doesn't even say veil. In the Arabic, it says hijab, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
It does.
You know what's hijab? You know what's ghishawa? You know أنت بتحكي العربية؟ لا. You guys funny.
Wait a second.
والله العظيم you guys funny. It's
Hold on a second. Oh.
Allah got a hijab on, bro.
Brother, you there? The Muslim guy? Wallahi billahi talahi.
Just present him with the dilemma as to why this is a dilemma.
Yeah.
Is the veil more powerful than Allah? And if
Right.
that's the case, Allah would have to have subdued his power, his glory.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he would consume the veil.
Right. which means that if he did attenuate his power, then there's no need for the veil. It's pointless.
Exactly.
Did he drop? Is this the same person?
Yo.
What's up?
The veil.
He's on.
So basically, the veil like serves the veil serves to protect creation.
We know.
Also, one sec, please.
The veil cannot fail. That's right, guys.
You're a kafir.
The veil cannot fail, guys. That's the slogan. This is the funniest topic for me because it's so simple, but Muslims struggle with this so hard. Because it literally proves that God could come to creation if he really felt like it.
Yep. And I like how you put it, Scary. Compare it to the pen, which was created first.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Allah can't show himself to creation, but he creates a pen, and he shows himself to the pen, it would destroy the pen, right?
The pen was right there. The pen, Allah was holding. I'm assuming he was holding the pen. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, no. Well, I guess he has two right hands, so he could write with one of them.
I don't know why Allah needs a pen anyway to write, but
I want cookies.
his brother's on coffee cup for a long time over this simple ass verse.
This guy don't get that if the veil is protecting us, then he's literally claiming that the veil's stronger than his God then.
Mm-hmm. He's reading answers right now, and he's like, "This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense."
AnsweringChristians.com.
Yep.
Or let's see, what's the other one? Answering Islam. No, what Q&A? Islam Q&A. That's it.
Yo, listen to this little dilemma that I made up in my head there.
Wait, hold on. He's back.
You know-
He's back. Go ahead, brother.
Bro,
never gonna
so
come
basically, you know how it says that if the people in the hadith, if the people doesn't sin,
He dropped. Oh my God.
you gonna be alright.
Fail dilemma concession number 1. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
You know how in the hadith it says that Allah wants people who sin so he can show his mercy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like if the people do not sin, then he gets them out of, like, what does it say again?
He would replace them with people who do sin.
Yeah, like, is Jesus not sinless in the Quran?
Oops.
Why did Allah not replace him in that? Why did Allah
Yo, I
not?
swear, this whole
also
religion.
thought about that. Yeah.
This whole religion is a dilemma, bro.
Every twist and turn of it. There's so many Islamic dilemmas. Seriously.
That's what you get when you copy a book and you don't know all of the commitments that come
And
with
you
it.
just say random things.
You're just
You just say
copying stuff. You're like, he's the Messiah. He's the Word of God. He's okay.
I swear, like, Muhammad would just say random things because he was bored, and, like, now that people wrote it down, it's just, there's so many contradictions.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have a question for you guys.
That's actually interesting too, because at first it was all like, what is it? Verbal. What's the word I'm looking for? Oral. And so yeah, they couldn't in their mind track like all the different contradictions. But then when it was written, they were like, wait a minute, what the hell?
Hey, I got a quick question. And
Empire Stories.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that Muhammad didn't really get revelation from God.
Right.
But when it comes to apologetics, you still have to know very good the Quran and the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys think that Muhammad was a smart enough individual to do this himself? Or do you think he actually got revelation from some demon or somebody else? How do you guys think the religion really came about?
Personally, I do think that it was demon influenced, but I also think, like, he subconsciously wrote some of these verses himself. I think it's both.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's hard for me to draw a conclusion on that also because he he either would have had to have been a pretty avid learner, or it was or the demon.
Yeah, he would have to be like. I mean, I'm not saying he's smart, but he would have to know how to read and write for sure
Yeah.
to really do a crime.
But then again, also he could have just been collecting information, like maybe even possibly even written. I don't see why that would be impossible. Because like even their oldest manuscript for their Quran, it just contains the story of the sleepers in the cave. So that would have been a story that would have been floating around already.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Right. Anyways, thank you for answering. I'm gonna be leaving now.
God bless, bro.
God bless you guys.
But by the way, I'm sorry. The guy who just left, I have a video on my profile that's with here. I'll show you the picture, and I have a lot of evidences for how he could have obtained this information. If you want to watch it, it's this. It's well, maybe you won't be able to see it, but it's this one right here. This one. If you want to watch that, there's a lot of stuff in there. But that's on my other page. I forgot. It's Scary Hours Podcast Live. He's not gonna find it. What were you saying, Phoenix?
I was saying I got an idea for a session. Like if you ever do a live streaming, I think you should do it like a game show host. Like we're all here, and we'll have like some funny facts, and then we give like multiple choice questions. You know, according to Islam. You know, and then we do like point system. You know.
Yeah.
That'll be funny.
Yeah, I like that idea. It sounds like
Onyx is going to win because he knows the most out of all of us.
I think Phoenix should definitely. Oh, I keep calling him Phoenix. I just realized his name is Phonix.
Onyx. See, I know his name.
Oh, yo,
maybe
bro, scary.
I'll try to do that. I'll try to put something together like that.
You would actually do it, bro?
Yeah, maybe.
That's interesting.
Bro, I found a hadith where Ibn Masud says that the sun arises from hell, bro.
I'm actually looking for a hadith that I can't find now. I remember I used to quote this, but it's gone. I can't find it in Sunnah.com or anywhere for that matter. There was a hadith about Muhammad he actually says who's gonna unalive this guy, and this guy was supposedly he was more pious than him, and
Oh,
that's why
that's
he
in.
wanted to unalive him.
Is it in Sunan Abi Dawood? I think I know which one you're talking about.
Can you send that to me? I would really love to have that on my repertoire, but I can't seem to find it anywhere.
He unalive a guy for being more pious. Is that what you said?
I wish Remplisser was smarter because he's like the only Muslim in here, and I want to ask a Muslim about the sinless dilemma thing.
The sinless dilemma. Let's see. Sir, you want to come answer?
He's not smart enough. He's just gonna talk about tomorrow.
I can't hear nothing.
Oh, he's so brain dead, dude. It's crazy.
It's a one-trick pony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Phonics, are you talking about the hadith where the dude used to write poetry and it was against Muhammad? Muhammad got mad and said, "Who around me is gonna unalive him?"
And he says, "Do you think of me for you to be more pious than me?" And then he says, "Yes." And then he goes into the masjid. And then who says, "Okay, who's gonna unalive this guy?" And then Umar was like, "I'll do it." And then when he goes like, maybe I should stop until he finishes praying.
These people were so weird, bro. Muslims, right now we got the veil dilemma. Anybody want to answer? There's a veil that's apparently, I'm not going to say for sure, but it's stuck for Allah. It looks like it's more powerful than Allah. I just want to know what you guys think about that. I see why people keep Rent blocked now. Yep. He's probably the most annoying person on the app.
Hey, Scare, why don't you host official debates?
Official debates?
Yeah, like, you know.
I've done it one time.
Armand, come up.
Yeah, Armand, come up, Armand. We got two dilemmas for you right now, the sin dilemma and the veil dilemma. We can let Brett go first. Let's invite him. Yeah, but I am interested in hosting debates though, because I feel like I could be pretty fair. Where's
Bro, the
Armand?
cosmology of Islam will always be interesting but funny as hell, bro.
Where's Armand? Armand, why aren't you coming up, brother? Just come up. Don't we'll tell you when you're up here. It's a surprise.
What's the dilemma? Come up.
He keeps asking.
There's two half brains up here. We'll put two of us together, and it might still be able to beat us. I'm just saying.
He says, just tell me so I can go study it. So you don't want, just come up, dude, just for fun. Don't worry about it. He's afraid. He's like, I've been through this
Two
before.
half brains.
Just tell me so I can go study it.
What's the fun in that?
Do you know your Islam or not?
That's the thing. Like, you guys don't want to like know the truth if Islam is actually the truth. Y'all just want to learn these arguments to try to refute them.
That's exactly what he's doing. Armand, look, come up. We'll tell you the dilemma. You can answer as much as you want, and if you feel like it's too much, just say, okay, I have to go look this up. They should be pretty simple. They're not complicated dilemmas, brother. They're simple ones.
The bro trying to guilt trip him into coming up.
Gaslighting him. Gotta gaslight him a little bit.
I tell you what, the book on the Islamic dilemma by Christopher Frost, every Muslim needs to order it on Amazon.com. It's called The Islamic Dilemma. It's #1 when you Google Islamic books. It's #1 on the Islamic books. Order it, study it, and then you can defeat us maybe.
I've been thinking about getting it, but I'm just worried that it's gonna be just stuff that I already know.
There's going to be a lot that you do know, to be honest with you. But it's going to have some good references to it too. And I think it's pretty broad because the Islamic dilemma is like this huge arm, this branch that continues off every direction.
Oh, look at Armand. Look at Armani said. Go ahead, Brad.
He said, also, I'm not allowed to debate blasphemers. Blasphemers. There's a boycott.
So he takes admonishment from whom? Malik? Every Muslim here on the app that is anybody, Orthodox Muslim, Warner, all those bigger guys, they're like, who's Malik?
They're gonna they're trying to do this whole movement now where like blasphemers, but it's gonna work against them because they're so like they're so imprecise and so frugal. No, not frugal. What's the other one? Where they just give it out for whatever. They just hand that title out to anybody, even people who are super nice. I've seen them call Belle Lou a blasphemer before. Like they just making stuff up. Yeah.
They dislike it because we just read their material and we tell them what it says. That's the issue. We just read.
Yeah, but the reality is that it would work the same way it works when you see in Muslim countries. Blasphemer is just something that you say to somebody when you want to get rid of them. You just start throwing out that accusation, and that's how they're using it now on TikTok.
You
All right,
guys,
Muslim.
Do you guys like update yourself with the Dawa wars that are happening right now?
A little bit.
Yes.
The Malik and Warner.
I saw that live. I saw the Malik and Libiano fight live, and then I saw the like Warner crashing out on the Libiano's live. It was so entertaining.
Why do they call him the Watcher?
The Warner?
Warner.
The Warner. Why do they call him the Watcher?
They call him the Watcher because Malik told on him, said that he likes to sit when these guys all go on their missions trips, to do their dawah around different parts of the world. They went to, I can't remember where it was, South America or somewhere. And when they got there, all they did was party, drink, and get women. And Warner was not so much of as a participator with the women, he was more of a watcher. I have the video. I have the video of
The
Malik
Watcher.
stating as such. So
You
that's
know-
why he's
you know,
called the
that's
Watcher.
funny. You know, that's funny because I see Warner once a month. Every time at Santa Monica Pier, he actually comes with a table and does dawa there at the Santa Monica Pier. So I would love to show him the video if you got it.
Somebody did go up to him and ask him about that video, and he just got furious, just outraged.
I'll do it, and if he goes at me, I don't mind being clipped. I can. Okay, I used to do MMA, so let him take a swipe at me. See what happens.
Yeah, he just thinks he's tough because he's like 7 feet tall and fat. Like that's.
Well, so
That's
when they
all.
were in New York during Ramadan and having their whole thing out on New York, doing their call to prayer, their Adhan or whatever, and David Wood, Anthony Rogers, Hatun Tash, and King Dawa, or King Drake. Sorry, King Drake. Anyhow, King Drake is a security guard for Avery, and it's what he does for a living. So Warner had put out, King Drake, he wouldn't stand up to me. King Drake stood there looking at him eye to eye in Times Square, and Warner and him kind of squared up, and the police stepped in. Actually, Warner looked over at the police, and the police kind of stepped in, so Warner backed down.
Yeah, no, these people go around threatening people online all day, but then there's people, I've seen it many times where there's people who are like, oh, okay, like, yeah, give me your address. I'll pull up right now. And then they don't. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, yeah, bullshit.
Or maybe
You know.
there's people making money off of it. They pretend to be aggressed and they stage everything, don't you think?
Yep. Are you saying that
Don't you
your
think it's a
Dawa
business?
bros? Are you saying your Dawa bros are being paid by the Jews? Is that what
I'm
you're
saying that there is people.
We are Charlie.
You know who's Tommy Robinson and
We
people like that?
carry the
Do you know who's Tommy
these
Robinson
people?
in the UK, for instance?
Yeah.
Okay, he likes to do that kind of thing, pretend to be aggressed. So he goes in some places, look for problem. That's a business. You know, that's how he makes money.
Ego, are you a Muslim?
Yeah, I just wanted to know what this whole dilemma is about. I'm probably not going to debunk it right now. Just want to know before I go to sleep because I'm going to go to sleep soon.
Nah, that's cool.
Okay. I'll give you the sinless dilemma. So,
I already
thing-
talked about him with that yesterday. I want to know what the veil dilemma was about.
Oh, okay.
I already talked about him that with yesterday. I'm talking about it with someone in DMs. He's like
Oh,
a
okay.
sheikh and stuff. So yeah, that's a whole other topic. So I know what the current topic is about.
Okay.
All right, so the veil dilemma is the veil. The hadith says that it would, if it wasn't for the veil, everything in creation would get destroyed. So what we're trying to find out is how is the veil not getting destroyed?
Oh my god. What's the number of the hadith?
Sahih Muslim 179a. Hold on, I can put it on the screen.
All right, give me a second, man. I'm gonna look at it. All right.
It's right here. It's right here.
Can you show me the Arabic?
Yes. 1 second. Let me know if you want to read it from the top or I don't know, whatever you want to read. Let me know.
I think this is more of a metaphorical thing, man. Like I don't think. Like, are you getting what I mean here?
You would get
No.
takfired for saying that.
Yeah.
Why? What? Y'all be throwing around that world. So
No.
easily, bro.
It's just not
Like, I
because.
don't know why I'm throwing it around so much.
So just number one. I mean, I'm guessing you're not a Salafi Muslim then. I guess to start.
Explain to me the difference again. I'm kind of lost here.
So Salafis, they take the apparent meaning of the text. They don't like to go into metaphor because they basically say that at that point you could reinterpret.
If you don't go into metaphor, every religion falls apart. That's I'd say that's a pretty stupid logic to go by.
Yeah, but then what their argument is that if you do go into metaphor, there's no guardrails. There's nothing stopping you from potentially misinterpreting something that the wrong way.
I feel like if you have basic common sense, I don't think that'll ever happen, dude.
People didn't always have what you consider common sense.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty fair.
So the problem is that you could be taking something that was intended as a literal thing by their standard and then just thinking now, oh, it's so ridiculous today that it has to be a metaphor, and that's not necessarily true. So Muslims, because the thing is, what this is trying to show is that Allah's countenance is, it would basically, he has an active countenance that's like emanating from him, and it's so powerful. And I mean, it just makes sense, right? Why you would believe that. And it's so powerful that it would destroy us if it wasn't for this veil. And they even, I think this is the one that, the reason why Moses didn't get unalived when he talked directly to God, because of this veil. So they don't see this as a metaphor at all.
But I don't get the dilemma here.
So the dilemma,
it's a veil made of light. Like, what's the dilemma? You know what I mean?
Try to answer the question. So, like, how did the veil not get destroyed?
Right.
I mean, I guess because God willed it so. I mean, not everything that's related to God has to follow logic. You know, he's boundless. He's outside of time. Blah blah blah.
So the question would be, can God make something that's stronger than himself?
It's not stronger than himself. The aura, like I say, yeah, the aura. I don't know how else to say it, radiating off him. Would it be specifically his full power, if you know what I mean? Like just something that radiates off him because of how great he is. It's not really a dilemma, dude.
So the veil is stronger than his countenance. Is that what you're saying?
If he created it to be so, yes, then he created it to be so it stops his aura or whatever from burning the humans.
Okay.
This is a really random hadith, dude. This is my problem with hadith, dude. There's like so many of them. It's so hard to keep track.
Brother, you just said a veil is stronger than Allah's countenance. That's a problem.
Well, it depends on what you mean by countenance, okay?
It says here, the splendor of his countenance.
Well, let me go
His
look at
it's essentially his glory or his splendor.
I'm open the one on like another tab real quick.
It's right here.
Hey, Scary, can you look at Surah 4251? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that word partition or from behind a partition. I'm wondering if that's a hijab also.
Probably. Sounds right. Let me see. 51.
Doing that research on that. I don't want to go into shirk or whatever because I'll be spamming that word. So gotta be careful what I say around y'all.
Yeah, so it says here, it is not possible for a human being to have Allah communicate with them except through inspiration or from behind a veil. Yeah, this is the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, I would just say,
Okay,
like,
so
dude, you
the
know,
ultimate question is that why can't the veil be destroyed? And like, you know, is it stronger than God's aura? Is what you're asking, right?
Yeah.
I'll go take a look at that. And whenever you're on live again, if you're on this topic, or if you're not, you know, I'll come up to you with an explanation. All right?
Okay.
yeah, that sounds good. I would say just look into it and just leave Islam and yeah.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
So
I'm not
look,
trying to go to food
if I could just give you the full entailment here, it's basically the idea is that he would have to be attenuating his power. That's the only way out of this. So it's either the veil is stronger than his countenance or he's attenuating his power, which then means that if he could attenuate his power behind a veil, there's nothing saying that he couldn't attenuate his power behind flesh.
Oh, so it's like a point trying to argue for Christianity about the whole fully man, fully God thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's where you're coming from. Yeah, I got what you mean now. I'll go take a look at it, and I'll see you later, man. All right.
Okay.
See you.
So Sunan ibn Majid 196 also talks about this veil. His veil is light, and if he were to remove it, the glory of his face would burn everything of his creation as far as his gaze reaches.
Mm-hmm.
So Allah's gaze only reaches so far.
That's why when I read it, you would have to say it would destroy everything because his gaze should be unlimited.
Can I ask you a question?
Wait, hold on. Church, did you want to say something?
No, if I was to say something, it's just an analogy. It's not literal.
You're Muslim?
Analogy.
It's just so your, school can grasp it. That's why it's an analogy.
Grasp what?
Did
What
did
the
Mo-
hadith is saying.
did God talk to Moses behind an actual veil or an analogous veil?
In an analogous way. So when you say, God spoke to Moses, he also said to him in the Bible, in your Bible, you can't
Yeah.
see me, but you can see my back parts, for example. So what does that mean? That's a dilemma, isn't it?
No.
Well, if you
There's
read
no
Exodus, what
dilemma.
does it say?
So
What does it
wait,
say
are
in
you
Exodus?
saying both religions are false? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm just saying, it's literally saying in Exodus, in a literal
Yeah, but
way,
we don't
not
take
in
it
a-
as an analogy. So why are you
so it's a
comparing it?
literal-
I'm confused. What's the analogy?
I'm just saying, our Creator basically is just giving an analogy of His power.
Who
But when you
told
read
you?
Exodus 30,
Who
when you
told you
read
that?
Exodus
Who told
33:20,
who told you?
he
Who told
says,
you? Who told you that this is an analogy? Just
well, who
curious.
told you it's not? Who told you it's not?
When I talk to your other Salafis, they say there's an actual literal veil. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
curious
yeah,
where you're getting it from.
yeah, they're just like your Protestants who are literalists, simply speaking. So when you
You're
read
saying
Exodus
the
33:20, he
Salafis.
says,
Wait, are you saying that the Salafis are like equivalent to the Protestants?
well, I'm saying they believe in literalism just like the Protestants do.
But do you know what? Do you know
So,
what's a Salaf? What's a Salaf?
well, I mean, it's a claimed title, isn't it? They were the first three generations. But going
Okay.
back to what I was saying,
So
Exodus
so it's
33:20,
not.
he
No,
says,
no, 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 no.
no,
Not
listen
going.
for 1 minute.
No,
In
brother.
Exodus 30, no, we got
Brother,
to, we got to
I'm not.
comparative
Look,
analysis.
brother. I'm not interested. I don't care. I'm not even Christian. So like you
No,
can
you
talk
are.
about. No, I'm not.
I mean, I've been told you're a concealed Christian for some
Okay,
reason. I
so
don't know if it's true
are
or not,
you
but
are you gonna have a conversation with them or with me?
no, with you.
Okay,
You.
so I'm telling you I'm not. If you're gonna come up here and say I'm lying, then you don't need to be up here.
No, it's not. It's not about lying. I'm just saying it's just if it's here.
Okay, well, brother, like if I'm telling you I'm not, then it's over, or else
Yeah,
you don't
it's
have to
over.
be up here. Okay, so are you gonna deal with the dilemma or not?
Yeah, we're dealing with both dilemmas because
I don't have a dilemma. I'm not a Christian, so
Bro, who's not
I
a
don't
Christian?
like he's just in
Yeah, fair
in
enough.
Christianity, and you know what the difference is with the Christianity? Christians believe that Jesus humbled himself. Would you guys believe that for your God?
humbled himself. Humbled himself to what?
He humbled himself to become a human.
Well, I don't know if that's
You mean
humility, but
Immaculate Conception? The
he
Logos?
also calls
Rambo, sir,
himself
be
the
quiet.
begotten Son.
Church, do you believe that Allah can humble himself or no?
Does it befit the majesty of Allah? No, it doesn't.
According to who?
All right, there we go.
Pardon?
According to who doesn't it befit?
According to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself.
Okay,
it
so
does not
according to
befit His
Muslims, so
majesty to
according,
become-
no problem. So according to
become-
your paradigm, right? So if Christians don't have a problem with God humbling himself to become a man, what's the dilemma that they have then?
The dilemma they have is that basically they basically debase the creator himself by saying he came in the form of a human being defecating.
How do you in order for it to be a debasement, you would have to prove that that's not from God himself. It sounds like you have an imagination about what God could or shouldn't do, but it doesn't. That's not represented in the text. So you'd be debasing God.
No, but
In the
we
Bible,
use
God
it.
come as a man all the time. He wrestles with people. He eats food. So I don't know what God you're talking about.
Well, you're talking about Jesus. No other prophet has done that in the
No,
Bible.
I'm talking about God ate food with Abraham. God wrestled Jacob.
Well, according to the Christian, mindset, yes. Not the
Okay,
Jewish
so
mindset,
so
for example.
isn't don't you guys claim to believe in the God of Abraham and Jacob?
Yes, of course.
Okay, well God wrestled with Jacob.
According to the Bible. Or
Okay,
according to
and so
the
where
Testament, not according to the
so
Quran.
so Jews are getting their ideas from the Bible. Where are you getting your ideas from?
The Jews are getting their ideas from
Mhm.
the Tanakh, not
Okay.
from the Bible.
Where are you getting your ideas from?
We're getting our ideas from Muhammad and the Quran.
So Muhammad is getting ideas from Muhammad.
No, Muhammad is getting his ideas or got his information from
Mhm.
Gabriel, and it was given to him.
Did he say
From
Gabriel? Uh-oh.
No, there's
Don't
nothing
get
all
Brett
about
started on Gabriel now. Hold on now.
No, I'm
Can,
just
can
saying
you
he's
show me?
intermediary as an
Can
angel.
you show me where?
This
Can you
angel-
show me? Wait. Can you show me where it says that Muhammad got his information from Gabriel?
Well, Gabriel is the intermediary who. brought
Can you
the
show me where?
revelations.
Can you show me where it says that Muhammad spoke to Gabriel?
Muhammad spoke to Gabriel.
Yeah.
Well, it's all over. If you look at it, God only spoke directly to Moses.
No problem.
That's what the Quran says.
Where do you get the idea that Muhammad spoke to Gabriel?
Well, what I'm saying is, it wasn't God directly, except through the intermediary called Gabriel, an angel.
Where are you
It's
getting
what
that from?
happens. We're getting that from Muhammad
Can you show me?
in the Hadith.
Okay. So there's a hadith that says that Muhammad spoke to Gabriel.
There's a Hadith that says how revelations was given to him.
He knows he's baked right
In
now.
what
He's-
Nobody's baked.
Brother, does the hadith
all I'm
say
just saying
Muhammad
is-
spoke to Gabriel? Yes or no, bro? Come on, cut it out.
Yes, in human
Okay.
form. And
All right. You speak Arabic?
No, I read Arabic. I can't speak it. I can
Oh,
read
you know how to
That's
read
all
it.
right.
Okay.
Yes.
I know how to
The
read
Quran.
it.
Okay, right here. Okay, this one right here, right? This is the angel Gabriel who was sent to Moses, right? This one, right?
Okay.
Okay. Can you read this part in Arabic?
No, I can read it, but I'm just saying I'm on a mobile phone, so
It says this is the namus. It says this is the namus that came to Moses. What does that mean?
What is that? The angel?
No.
Yeah. Namus is the angel in Greek.
No, it isn't.
It
Nope.
means literally the
Nope.
word.
It means the law of it means the law of Moses.
Yeah, the law, sorry. The word is logos.
So why are you lying? Why are you lying?
No, it's
I don't
just
think he's lying. I think he just tripped up. I don't think he's lying.
He's tripped up. So
Right.
there is no hadith that says Gabriel. Where's Gabriel?
Muhammad
substantiate?
says it himself.
Huh?
Do you want me to substantiate the answer?
I want you to
Yes,
show
Lord.
me
How does
where
it-
the word Gabriel is, please.
There's no word Gabriel.
Oh, okay.
I can give
So
you
you
a
lied.
substantiate
So you lied.
answer if you want. No, you need to. Would you like to hear my answer? Okay, Malach Yahweh means the messenger of God. Okay, who was the angel that met Agar and had a dialogue with? Malach Yahweh. So, Malach Yahweh, translated in Arabic by Rasulullah, the messenger of God. Go and double check. That's how we do the parallel. So did Yahweh spoke to Moses, or was it Malach Yahweh? Or are they the same person? If that was the case, then Agar addressed directly to Yahweh, according
First
to
of all,
Genesis 16:7.
first of all, Moses never talked to Gabriel. Number two,
That's what I'm
can
trying
you
to
show
tell you.
me? I know you are, and I'm telling you that I'm disagreeing with you. So, but I want you to show me where you said Malach Yahweh. Where does it say that in this hadith?
It's in Genesis. Yeah, Rasulullah. Jibril is Rasulullah. You have
Show
to
me
take
that
note
in this
before the
hadith.
word.
Show me that in this hadith.
Listen, you can look for it. There is plenty of
I'm
hadiths
looking
about
for it. Just tell me where it is. I'm looking.
Listen, my development, and then we'll get to
What?
that. Listen to what I'm saying, then we'll get to that.
I heard you. I'm asking you to prove what you just said. You said that it says something about Malach Yahweh. I don't see that here. Where is that?
how do you translate Malach Yahweh in Arabic?
Probably angel of Yahweh. Does it say that on this hadith?
Rasulullah.
Show me where it says that.
Okay. How do you say messenger in Arabic? In
Oh
Hebrew?
my God, bro. So you don't have an
That's literally
answer.
what it means. No, I'm
Stop
not-
asking me questions. Just show me what you're
Okay.
talking about. Show me that in this
Okay,
hadith.
listen.
Where is it? Where does it say
Listen,
messenger of
listen.
anybody? Where?
I'm bringing substance.
I don't. You're not bringing substance. You're just talking out your ass. Show me in the hadith.
You're not
Show me in the hadith where it says Rasulullah. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll bring you a hadith if you want to. Hold
He's
on.
got to bring another hadith.
Yeah, but even in that
Rampa sir,
hadith, it-
get a life, Rampa sir. Stop
Give-
lying
give
to
me-
yourself.
Give me the reference. I'll look for it right
Sahih
now. 'cause
Bukhari
it's small.
4953. It's on the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a foundational hadith. You should know it by heart. What are you talking about?
No, we're not Hafiz Ahadith. We're Hafiz Quran or partially.
This
chosen
is the. Oh my God! Now he thinks he has to be a Hafiz to know this. Just yapping, bro. Like always. Rampa sir, how come you didn't turn your camera on today? Just making stuff up all the time.
Oh, I'm navigating, so I'm getting the. Yeah,
Bro,
what's up?
bro is always ready to turn his camera on.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm navigating. Hold on.
Rampa sir is a hoot, bro. Rampa sir, let me help you. You're not gonna find it, buddy. Okay, we've been having this
Now, give me the
conversation for
number.
all.
You say
4953. Sahih Bukhari 4953. There's nothing here that says it, Rampa sir. I'm sorry to tell you. What was the word he said again? Malach Yahweh?
Oh,
imagine the hadith saying something about
Actually,
angel of
Malach-
Yahweh.
It's a good point. Actually, Malach means angel and messenger, or even king to some extent.
Sure, brother. Just show.
But remember
show.
that
So,
Hagar met an angel, not Yahweh. Remember this
Bible.
in Genesis.
Rampa sir,
16.
you're supposed to be finding it and not talking.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, hold on,
Just
hold on.
go
You know what? I'm
find
gonna
it,
mute
go
until
find
Just
it.
go
I'll
find
explain
it.
it to him.
Go focus,
I'll explain
focus,
it to
brother.
him. Malak Yahweh is the angel of the Lord.
the
Now,
Lord, right.
angel in the Bible, Yahweh, Malak Yahweh. The name of God is Yahweh. So show me in anywhere in the Quran that it calls this angel Malak Yahweh.
It doesn't call him this anywhere.
Never,
he just
ever.
brought up a random statement that doesn't exist in this hadith, and he's just like trying to use it. It's literally so weird. And the fact that he does it so so casually is crazy. So nonchalant, just lying out his ass.
Yep. Well, and this is the problem. They have to steal from Judaism or the Christian paradigm in order to make
Steal.
sense of what their
Steal.
Quran means.
Steal, that's right.
Steal.
You have to steal. You have to
Are you
steal.
sure?
Stole that
from-
shit.
Yeah, you have.
I mean, tell me
so
something.
let me
then.
ask.
No, tell me
You
something.
have
then. If
to.
you're-
Be,
Where's Wally at?
Ramphasser
I need the
said
zero. I
Malak
need the
Yahweh.
I need the zero Wallahi's
Where
left.
is Malak Yahweh mentioned anywhere in Islamic
Right.
paradigm?
Right.
I told you, Malach
Right.
Yahweh, the Ivrit.
Look,
It
he's pulling it
means-
up in a Jewish source.
Angel.
Oh my God, bro. Go away.
He
Go
has
away.
to
Go
steal
away.
from
Go away. Look at this
Judaism
guy.
and
He's a
Christianity
clown.
in order to make
Look,
sense
look.
of his paradigm.
Show
Okay,
us
look for
the
the Jewish-
show us the hadith, Rempler, sir. Stop lying to
Yeah,
people.
She's asking me a question.
Show us.
No, she's not
Can I
asking
answer
you a
the question?
question.
She's
No,
asking-
Rempler,
Guys,
sir, we're
don't ask me a
waiting.
question
We're
if I
waiting
can't
for the
answer.
phrase. No, we're
So
waiting for the
she's
phrase.
asking me a question, but I can't answer a
Stop.
question.
Stop
Then
coping.
don't ask
Stop
me a question,
coping.
mate. You guys funny.
Find the
Don't ask
hadith,
me a
brother.
question.
Find the hadith. We'll give you
Ask
a week.
question when answering
You
and
got.
over talking at the same
We'll
time.
give you a
Funny,
week
man.
to find it.
No.
I told you.
Gary,
In the hadith you gave me, it's not
we'll give him
mentioned. But
more
if you
time than it took Muhammad to find out the answer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
remember that Jesus is from Tamar. Never forget that. But anyway, in your book. But
You're
anyway,
Jesus.
no, Jesus is from the house of Levi.
But sir,
So,
find the verse, brother. Find the verse, or else you're just lying.
Yeah,
Or
but
else,
I checked them.
or else
Yeah,
there
I
is no
checked.
place within your literature
And also-
where Jabril identifies himself, and therefore you
Yeah,
don't know
in that-
you don't know who Muhammad was talking to.
Bro,
who
if
was
we're
he
speaking
speaking
at the
to
same time, how do you expect me to give you an answer? So I've been checking, and Rasulullah isn't mentioned in that verse. I mean, in
Oh,
that
okay.
hadith.
Oh, okay. Just like we
in
told
other
you.
hadiths, listen, let me talk. In other hadiths is qualified as Rasulullah. So, like I said, Malach Yahweh means the messenger of Yahweh, otherwise the messenger of God, which is exactly how he appeared to Agar in Genesis 16:7. So
Right, but
tell
sir,
me that
do you have
Yahweh
no
spoke
shame?
directly
Do you have
to
no
Agar,
shame
please.
at all? Like
Tell
you
me
you
it
don't
wasn't
feel
an angel.
you don't feel any shame
Okay.
whatsoever at
Then
all.
which angel addressed to Agar
You just
in
got caught in
16:7
a
Genesis?
major,
Was it Yahweh?
massive,
An
disgusting,
angel?
pitiful
Oh,
lie.
that's disgusting. Oh, got it.
And you're still
Yeah,
just
I'm
carrying on
disgusting.
as
But
if nothing
Tamar
happened.
is fresh.
This is you. This
Tamar.
is you right
Tamar
here.
is
This
fresh
is
and I'm
you.
disgusted.
This is you right here.
What the heck is that?
Zero wallahis left. That's you right there.
It's like you see, you ask people to substantiate. When I'm
Yeah,
giving you substance, you
You're
know
just
what substance
yapping.
means?
You're just yapping. We want we want evidence. We don't want to hear what you,
You know what a
think
stance
happened,
is? It's an
or
argument. So
we don't want to know what
argument.
you heard, could have possibly maybe
Yeah,
been
you're not
potentially.
ready to exchange. You
We
just
want
wanna
evidence. No, Rebel,
talk.
no,
I
Rebel,
got
sir.
you.
We want evidence, Rebel, sir. Do you have any evidence?
Yes, but let
I'm
me talk.
serious. So
We have
far,
a-
there's no
okay,
evidence that Muhammad spoke to
okay.
somebody named Jabril.
Let me
So
talk.
we're trying to figure out, where does it come from?
Then let me talk. Then let me talk. Okay, I'm telling you that Malach Yahweh literally means the messenger of God in the Jewish literature in Hebrew.
What
Not
makes you
in
think
what
we
you
don't?
think.
What makes you think we don't know that? And what does that have to do with who
Okay.
Muhammad was
So
talking
you
to?
agree with me? You're agreeing with me?
I don't
right?
agree with you on the conclusion. The conclusion that we're trying to get to is, how do we know Muhammad spoke to Jabril? I don't care
Because
that
they-
angel of the Lord
Well,
means to you
You
Jabril.
like
What's that got to do with
You
Muhammad?
like hadith, right? So you like hadith.
Mhm.
So when a hadith is saying that the angel is
Show
Gabriel,
it.
you reject
Show
reject-
it.
Why
Show
you
the
rejecting
hadith that says he's
the
Gabriel.
hadith when it
Show
fits your
it.
narrative?
Just show
Okay,
it.
so you okay? Let me talk. Stop acting like that. So you are accepting a hadith when it fits your narrative, but when it doesn't fit.
Show me the
your narrative,
hadith
you
that
reject.
says the word Gabriel. That's all I want, brother. You
Oh,
do you call him
another
Angel
hadith?
Gabriel? Huh?
You want another hadith? That's what you said.
Whatever. Yes, any hadith, brother.
Okay.
Any of them. Any of them. He thinks he's gonna find one.
So, what are you trying to imply then?
That
It's not
there's
Gabriel, then who
there's
is that?
no, we don't know who it is.
All right. So, are you not confident enough to say it's probably the devil? Is that what you try? Is that what your mission is to say? Or
To be honest with you, I don't think Muhammad spoke to anybody. I don't believe in the devil, so I wouldn't say that. But
So
what
you're
it what
just
it seems to me is just evidence of Muhammad trying to take famous figures from the Jewish narrative with no justification. He's literally saying this is the angel Gabriel that Moses spoke to. Moses didn't speak to Gabriel. Number one.
who did he speak to? Who did he
Number
speak
two, he didn't even. It doesn't even say Gabriel. So why are we even going into proving that
So-
it's Gabriel when it doesn't even say Gabriel? It says this is the law of Moses.
to? Yeah. So Moses.
Why does
spoke
it
to
say
some-
that?
to
Why
them
does it
from-
say this is the law of Moses? What do they mean by that?
Yeah. Well, are you trying to say what Moses just made the law up as well, or is that what was?
No, but what is it? What I'm saying is what was the intended meaning of the hadith then? It wasn't intended to say he spoke to an angel Gabriel. All Wadaka said was, "Oh, you heard some words Oh, that's the same words that Moses heard. That's the only thing that he's saying.
So what? They are the same source then? What, the one who gave the words to Moses gave them to Muhammad. Is that what Waraka meant then?
That could be maybe a possible interpretation, but again, it's just literally talking about the law of Moses. So, okay.
But, you know, because you brought Moses up in Deuteronomy 34:7, somebody is saying Moses died at 120 years old. So Moses is dead but at this statement.
And let me show you another weird one. Look at this one here.
Is that the Holy Spirit then?
Yeah, hold on. I'll go to that in 1 second. But look at this. When Jibril did get mentioned, look what happens here. I was informed that the angel Gabriel came to the prophet while Salama, which is one of his wives, was with him. Jibril started talking to the prophet. Then the prophet asked Lama, check this out, who is this? She replied, he is Dihya. That's weird.
Al-Qalba.
Yeah. Who was apparently he was a cute guy in town. So why is that? Like, the first time you guys claim Jibril, his name was not mentioned and nobody else saw it. The only other time that he pops up, Muhammad's own wife thought that it was Muhammad's best friend. That's awkward. And she even says, Wallahi, it was Muhammad's best friend. When Jibril, quote unquote, left, Sulama said, by Allah, I did not take it. I did not take him for anybody other than Dihya.
Can you go to Quran 81:19-21?
Who? Quran what?
Quran 81:19-21. So you understand the meaning of marach. The function is to be a messenger, to represent the authority of God. You understand that?
You just love saying random shit. Saying random shit. All right, let's read it.
You never let me talk. That's the problem. You ask
I'm
me
listening.
questions, but you don't like to be.
All right, go ahead, brother.
answered.
You want me to read it or what?
إنه yeah, let me read. خلينا نقرأ above. إنه لقول رسول كريم.
لقول رسول
كريم. Okay, so you
What
got
about
the
it?
Rasul.
Rasulim. Okay,
What's
what
the
about
meaning
it?
of Rasul?
I don't see Gabriel's name in
I
there.
still
do
don't see
you?
Gabriel.
Yeah, this is why I'm substantiating. You don't even understand the word substance. Substance, sub-argument, substance. So how do we know? We do the parallel with what the Bible says upon Malach Yahweh. Malach Yahweh is a messenger. A messenger of who? Yahweh. The same very messenger of Yahweh that appeared to Agar. Was it an angel that appeared in Agar? In the Bible literature, yes. If it's an angel, who do you think it is?
Say Yahweh.
What are you talking when I'm
Grandfather?
talking? What's the point talking when I'm
Take
talking?
your shahada right now, and instead of saying Allah, you need to take your shahada saying
You know that Yahweh is a
Yahweh.
title that was used by the Jews,
Get-
just like the
take your
Father.
shahada.
Just
Take
like,
your shahada right now.
yeah,
if
أشهد
Allah
أن لا
is
إله إلا الله
Yahweh.
وأشهد أن محمد رسول الله. ومن بعد.
Yahweh.
No, not Yahweh.
Not
it was
Allah's.
abrogated.
Yeah. See. So
Yeah, why
how
don't
can
you
the
call- why
angel
don't you
of
call God
Yahweh
Baal?
be the angel of Allah?
Can you
So
can you
this
say
is the
Baal is
point.
your God?
You're stealing from the Christian paradigm.
Can you say Baal is your God? Because Hosea is saying that.
Look,
That's not exactly
That's not
what
the same, right?
Hosea
it
is
doesn't
saying.
fit your
Hosea's
your
God is
narrative.
telling Hosea,
you
you're
say
not
that
going
God
to
is
use
your
the
husband?
name of Baal, which is
Baal
are
means
these
my
fake
husband.
Wait, why do you guys
gods.
love bringing
by the
that
way.
verse? Why do you guys like bringing that verse up?
Makes no sense. That's
Yahweh said,
Because
Yahweh said, don't call me Baal. Why do you guys keep always like bringing that verse up?
because Baal literally
pagan
means
gods
husband.
Yeah, he
You
said
understand?
stop. He said stop calling me that. Why do you guys always bringing
Stop
it up?
listen to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop calling me Baal.
Okay,
in the
what's wrong with
language.
that? Just like he
No,
said, stop
Because
worshiping a
that's
calf.
the question of. Can
What's
I
the
speak?
difference?
That's
Did Yahweh ever say
no.
his name was
Man is
Baal?
asking a question I can't even
Nowhere.
answer.
Are you thinking that
Let me answer.
Jesus? Are you
Were
thinking that
used
Yahweh?
pagan god
Are you thinking
Can
names.
that
someone to
Yahweh
answer?
said his name was Baal at some point? Is that what you're
Okay,
saying?
so let me answer. So Baal means husband, literally.
Okay, so
Ish
what?
is the Hebrew for Baal. Ish, I'm gonna repeat, is the Hebrew for Baal. So
Did
when
they
you say
speak
Baali,
Hebrew?
it means my. אני מדבר עברית, I speak Hebrew. כן.
No. Did the Jews
אתה לא
speak
מדבר
Hebrew at
עברית.
the time?
No, they were speaking the language,
Okay.
like I say, Baal.
Okay.
The
Did
Lashon
they?
HaKodesh is an.
Was
Listen to me.
there a god named Baal too?
Yes, plenty of
Pagans
gods
Okay.
were being
That's
called
what
like
they
that. It's
called
a
their
title,
gods.
yeah.
And Baal worship
It's like
is
the father of
and
the
Baal
title.
worship is condemned in the Bible, right?
Yeah, but at the time, during
So
the
what are you
time, a
talking
certain time,
about? So what are you talking
during a
about?
certain time, the Jews were using that very title.
Did
Then
Allah show me
in
where
Hosea,
Yahweh
yeah,
show me
the
where
man is anointed.
Yahweh show me where they
Bro,
did that
you
because
need to work on your impatience. It's like you're
no.
asking question, but you
It's
jump to
because I
something
just
else.
hate when you start spewing out lies.
Yeah, because you just hate truth. You just hate to
There's no
debate
truth.
with true
Nobody believes
argument
you.
and
Nobody believes you
example
that
from
God
the
was
Bible.
literally calling
All you
himself by
want
the
to hear
name of
is
another
something that
God.
fits
That's
your
a
way.
goofy take.
Understand?
Stop taking that
Bro,
goofy interpretation.
bro,
Yeah, goofy.
Allah,
Yeah, Hosea
Allah,
is a goofy interpretation. Okay.
Allah has only mentioned, Allah has only mentioned 3 angels by name in the Quran, except the angel of death, which he calls Malakul Maut. Okay?
Brother, there is no name here
What?
of Gabriel.
No,
Even in this verse, it doesn't say that.
yeah, but because the angels are, not worthy of mentioning anywhere, why should they be mentioned? Why?
All right, bro. I
Give me
need to
one
take a
reason.
break. I need to take a break from you guys, bro. This is crazy.
No, I'm just saying
So
Israfil
was
has been
Waraka
mentioned.
bin Nawfal correct?
Israfil has been mentioned. Malakul Maut
Waraka
has
bin
been
Nawfal
mentioned.
correct?
Jibreel has been mentioned. Mikael has
Where?
been mentioned.
Show me that. Show me that.
In the Quran.
Show me.
In the Quran.
Show
If you
me.
just Google it.
Just show me. You don't know. Show
That's what
us.
we've been asking.
I will do. All I'm just saying is.
Just
when
show
the
it,
Jew-
brother. Just show it, brother. Show it. Show it. We don't want to hear your conclusion without the substantiation first. Show us where it says Gabriel in the Quran.
It doesn't.
You
So
look at
you were saying to me. So you saying to me, there's no word Jibreel in the Quran or
As far as I know,
in the
no.
Arabic.
All right, just give me a
They
minute.
add
Then.
it.
Bear with me one moment.
Go to 8125. This Quran is from a noble messenger.
And it's funny because it says, and this
Not-
Quran is not the word of an outcast devil, because people were saying it was.
Yeah,
People
we
were
know you
accusing
can
it
do
of
the
being
same
from the
thing.
devil.
Yeah. We know the song. You're gonna
Yeah,
say,
it's-
yeah, he's been squeezing Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the cave. You know that Yahweh unalived the 2 sons of Judah, one of the most important figure of the Bible for the
All right,
Jews.
sir.
They also
Rebbe, sir.
tried to unalive Moses and his son.
Remember, sir, look, I hope you get better,
No,
okay?
that's not there's no violence there,
I
right?
hope you get better,
All right,
Remember, sir. Go ahead, church.
Right. If you read the Quran, chapter 2, verse 98.
98. Okay, 1 second. It says here, whoever is the enemy of Allah, his angels and his messengers, and Jibreel and Mikael, and then indeed Allah is an enemy to the disbelievers. Okay?
Well, there you are then. So Gabriel's been mentioned.
Okay.
Well, what's happened now then? He's been mentioned. He said he wasn't named in the Quran. There he is.
Who told him that it was Jibreel?
I'm just telling you, you asked for a verse. I've given you it. Verse chapter 2, verse 98.
Okay.
It's there, clear in black and white.
Okay, no problem, brother. Who told him it was Jibreel?
Where are we going now? I mean, your first question has been answered. It's in the Quran. He is mentioned clearly alongside the other 2 angels. And the third one, the angel of death.
So why
So there
wasn't
you
it
are.
Michael that delivered the message?
Who told him? Who told Muhammad? This is what you got. This is not my first question. My first question was always from the hadith, right? Where's the story of Muhammad getting revelation?
Right. So we have cleared the issue about Jibreel being mentioned in the Quran. Yes.
that was never the issue.
298. No,
Mickey
right.
out.
You got to remember the Quran is the divine word. The hadith
Nope.
are the collections.
That's what
of
we're calling into
Yes.
question, which is why we asked you from the beginning, who told Muhammad was speaking to Gabriel?
Well, basically, if you read what Muhammad said after the event, wherever he looked on the horizon, all he saw was an angel basically comforting him, saying that he is the messenger of Allah. Wherever he looked, and he saw Gabriel. Yes, well, if
Brother,
you
every
find the
time
hadith-
Muhammad would get a revelation, people said that he would get a headache and he would get hot and his face would turn red. What are you talking about comforting? There's no comfort.
No, I'm just
Your
saying.
bell's ringing.
I'm just
You would
saying.
hear bells ringing.
Yes, so no, that's much further down the line. I'm saying the initial revelation, naturally being human.
Brother, the
flesh
initial
and blood,
revelation,
it's
him,
obvious-
the angel supposedly pressed him till he couldn't breathe anymore. What are you talking
Yes.
about?
Yes, so that's the first miracle. That's the
That's
first
the first
miracle.
miracle.
When he
What are you
pressed-
talking about
Yeah.
comforting? Where does comforting come from?
Right, that's the first miracle in the sense that an illiterate man was able to. I don't know what's oh my God about it. I'm just saying he was able to recite scripture.
But
What
the
are you
angel
talking
never
about?
told him who
What do you
it
wait?
was.
Wait? What's a miracle? What is a miracle about speaking?
The miracle is an illiterate man
Was speaking or was he
Mecca
reading?
was reciting the Quran that
From what?
nobody can recite.
Wait, are you saying he was
Nobody-
writing? I mean, reading?
No, reciting, reading.
So wait,
which
why is that?
means-
What does reciting mean? That just means talking out loud, right?
Yeah, recitation in such splendid manner that no other
All
tradition
right, brother. All right,
can
brother.
ever
All right,
do.
brother. All right, brother. All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right. God bless you. God bless you, brother. God bless you. I can't do this anymore, bro.
Yes.
You guys are nuts, bro. It's like,
It's been a long day.
he knows he wanted to say reading. He knows he did. That's why he was like, it was a miracle that an illiterate man, and then he's like, if I say reading, he's gonna ask me what was he reading.
Exactly.
Stop lying to yourselves, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna wait, hold on, Ego. Let me see, Ego. What's poppin', Ego?
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, dude, I went and took a look at the tafsir. Basically, the whole light is just, an essence that God places between us and Him. So, His whole greatness and stuff doesn't melt us. I'm just thinking it's a really weak argument in general. I'd say abandon it for sure because it doesn't make sense for it.
Brother, the veil cannot fail. What do you mean it's bro? Like if the veil wasn't there, you just said we'd all get melted.
Yeah.
And the idea there is that it's because Allah is so powerful that His presence would melt us. But now this veil is stronger. This veil can withstand Allah's presence,
not
no
stronger,
problem.
it's a barrier.
Yes, it is. The only way a barrier can protect you is because it has to be stronger than the thing that's trying to destroy it.
Is the atmosphere stronger than the sun?
Oh my gosh.
What
So-
atmosphere? Wait, do you think there's an
make
atmosphere?
it
Wait.
more-
Do you think there's an
I'm
atmosphere?
saying, I'm
Hold
giving you
on,
an
brother.
example.
Hold on.
Atmosphere
Hold on.
around the earth. Is it
Around the earth? It does. That's not analogous because the sun's countenance gets weaker with the further you go. Does Allah's countenance get weaker the further you get from it?
I don't know.
Come on, brother. Stop for Allah. Don't say that. Don't say I don't know. Don't say that. And the idea is that Allah is wearing the hijab. It's not like something that's far away from
it's
him.
not an actual veil.
Yes, it is, brother. Go talk. I promise you. Talk to other Muslims.
Go look at the tafsirs. Go look at the tafsirs.
You did. If you would have just been able to come back and say it was a metaphor, you would have said that. But you just said it wasn't. So you're lying. Stop making stuff up.
Yo, when did I say? Oh my god, dude.
Stop, brother.
It's not a physical thing, my guy.
I didn't say
It's
it was
not
necessarily physical, but it's created. It's definitely created. And it's blocking Allah's glory from melting us. You just said that. So stop it. It's not a metaphor.
Okay, what's your point? How does that make it a dilemma? Like, yeah, I'll grant you that
because look, I'll give you the most charitable interpretation is that Allah is attenuating his power behind the veil. That's why the veil is not getting destroyed, not because the veil is stronger. It's just Allah is choosing not to destroy it. Right? It's simple. But then the problem with that is that if God can, in a sense, humble himself to not destroy this veil, then he can humble himself to come to the earth. There's no difference.
No, taking on a completely different nature.
Why?
Is not
Why?
The same
Why?
As weakening your aura. Or
There is
whatever.
no. What do you mean completely different nature? Why does it necessitate a completely different nature?
Human nature is completely
What about it?
different from God's
Are we saying that God is like turning into a solely a human? Is that what you think we're saying? Christians just believe that that God took on a second nature that doesn't affect his first nature.
You're not. I'm not following what you're saying. I'm gonna give it a buck with you.
It's like a hand in a glove, brother. When I put my hand in the glove, does my hand change?
No, your hand stays the same.
Okay, so it's the same thing. God humbled himself, and he took on a second nature. Same thing. Your God is humbling himself too. You just don't want to admit it. He's humbling himself behind a veil.
Yeah.
Stuck for
Yeah, I have no idea what your argument is, dude. Maybe it's because
Just sit with it, brother. Look, I know this is not something that you're gonna do in a public live where you're gonna be like, oh wow, I believe in Jesus or something. I know you're not gonna do that, but just sit with it and just think logically.
Yeah, sure, buddy, sure.
Just think logically and just say, how is that veil not getting destroyed? And there's another one, because the pen was created before the veil, right?
What about the pen?
So how did the pen not get destroyed?
Such dumbass questions.
It sounds dumb, and you know what? It is kind of like a joke argument. I'm not gonna lie, but it's also if you guys want to be as logical as you guys always want to make it sound like you are, then you have to hold yourself to the same
you
standard
could
here.
just dismiss all of this by saying it's metaphorical. By the way,
But
the same way
but
we
I'm
say
telling
it's
you, brother,
metaphorical.
I'm
We
telling
say,
you,
like,
you will
God's
not.
hand and
You're
stuff.
not gonna find a scholar that's not from the Athari position or Salafi position that tells you that this is a metaphor. I'd be even surprised if any scholar says this is a metaphor, to be honest with you.
Well, like, then what becomes the standard or what becomes a metaphor or not?
Then the guardrails are off. Then everything could be a metaphor. Allah's oneness could be a metaphor.
Oh my god, this is such a ridiculous argument. It's like I can't even take it seriously, if you know what I mean. Like I can't genuinely bring myself and go ahead and do that. Oh, yeah.
I think you know what I think. You know what I
smart.
think. You know what I think. You need to. What would benefit you in this scenario is ask a sheikh. Ask a sheikh if it's a real veil or not. Ask a sheikh.
Oh, actually, good point. I will go ask one, and when he does reply to me, probably in the morning or tonight, I mean, like the next night, I'll come back with you to
You have a sheikh on
answer.
standby?
But it'll probably be something like I told you, but just a bit more scholarly, so it becomes an actual argument, if you know what I mean.
Well, if he tells you it's a real veil, then it becomes a real argument. Now, if he comes back and he tells you it's a metaphor,
I
sure,
mean,
maybe
shit,
then you have a
just
point.
Wait. We're not
I
gonna
mean,
skip
if he
past
tells
it.
me
You
it's
have a
real,
sheikh on
he's most
standby.
likely
What you
going
have
to tell
no
me
check
the
still?
argument against this as well.
What'd you say, Ego?
I said if he tells me it's real veil, I would have to make him, follow up and tell me, like, how you would answer the question that you're asking.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So either way, I'm
yeah, obviously. But at that point, I want you to use your brain and think, okay, is what he's saying, does it actually make sense? Because I'm assuming he's going to have to say Allahu Alam. That's my best bet.
I mean, if he does, I wouldn't really mind it either, God said that we don't understand everything about divine nature, that they were still humans.
Okay,
We're
but
not infinitely knowledgeable.
So again, if logic is out the window, there's nothing stopping God from being a tri-personal God and still be counted as one. Allahu alam.
Nah, I mean metaphysics exists.
It's the same issue. This is a metaphysical issue. It's the same thing. It's just a different metaphysical issue, but it's still an issue.
Dude, I don't know why for me, like you're always opening the live so late, like 3 and 4 a.m. That's why I can never get on with like a proper conscious, dude.
Bro, it's 7 p.m. for me, gang.
Gang, it's fucking 3 a.m. for me. I'm tweaked out.
Okay, now this is a good time to ask this question. What's your opinion when you ejaculate, your semen moves throughout a woman's body before you get
What? Yo, what is he even saying?
It's a hadith, bro.
There's a hadith that says that when you the semen when you
Ejaculate.
consummate with a woman or whatever, that your semen goes all throughout her body and stuff like that.
It's cool, I guess.
What?
It's cool.
Like, what the hell do you want me to say, dog?
Is it true?
That's
Is
pretty
it
good.
true? I guess I'd have to do an experiment, man. That's what I'll tell you.
What are you talking about?
I'll have to do an experiment. That's hilarious. But yeah, look at I actually. Are you actually gonna ask your sheikh about this though, or are you just BSing?
No, like dead ass. I'm gonna go ask him about this. I'll text him right now before I forget. He
Really?
might be awake in like
Yo,
an
can I text
hour.
him, bro?
Share the
Yo,
number.
I'm not
bro.
gonna be a freaky ass near him, bro. You guys have weird ass questions.
No, we're just joking. But hey, I'm gonna wrap it here, guys. I gotta go do some stuff. Wally
good
Little,
night, man.
dear Eagle, I appreciate you for being honest, at least, brother.
Bless.
Of course, man.
Yeah, see you later.
Hopefully we'll talk soon. What did we talk about today, guys? Okay, yeah, I forgot the topic nobody wanted to talk about earlier. So we talked about the Talmud, guys. The Talmud. Oh my gosh, not the Talmud. So this is my advice. I know you guys didn't want to hear it earlier, but I suggest for Christians, okay, talk to Jews. Talk to the people of the book. Talk to those that received the scriptures before you, just like the Quran says. Okay, and get acquainted. I'm not telling you that you have to defend it or that you should make it your life's mission or none of that, but just you don't want to grant unnecessarily evil things, because no matter how you want to take it, it's going to work against you to make the Jews in a bad light. Okay, because the idea is that the Jews get the Talmud based off of principles from the Torah. Okay? So do with that what you will. I'm telling you, from every Jewish person that I've spoken to, they all have the same explanation. It's talking about two different things there. There's a lot of nuance involved. So yeah, see the stuff that they say about the Talmud. Ask ChatGPT. Say, hey, ChatGPT, what are the verses in the Talmud that are called into question and controversial? And then ask it. Have a genuine conversation with your ChatGPT and say, hey, is this what I think it means? Is it evil? Is it vile? Is it disgusting behavior? Or what is it? And be honest with yourself. For Muslims, on the other hand, if you wanna crap on the Talmud, well, guess what? Muhammad uses the Talmud to get a lot of his stories of the prophets. So stop the cap. Okay, all the Jewish texts where the Quran says, oh, they write books and they claim it's from Allah, that's the Talmud. But then Allah quotes the Talmud to give you stories of the prophets. Okay, so and there's so much stuff that comes from the Talmud. There's something in the Talmud that says, oh, if you sleep with your wife in a certain position, it's going to cause this birth defect, etc., etc. Muhammad says the same thing when you read the Hadith, and he obviously got that from the Talmud. So stop lying on the Talmud. You Muslims can't lie in the Talmud either. Besides that, what else did we talk about today? Oh, we got Christ is Lord. Christ is Lord always here to close out the episode.
That's why I came up, bro, because you always, every time I come up, You're about to pose.
Every single time.
That's the point. That's the point. So I need to tell you something funny because I think it's absolutely hilarious and everyone should hear this. So there's someone on Omar's panel. Omar, what's his name? Lighthouse, whatever his name is. Someone said to him, he goes, "Hey, bro, have you ever realized that Ibn Taymiyyah has got an extra chromosome and no one knows about it?"
What, from his pictures or something, or what are we talking about?
No, I don't know. It's just funny to me, bro, because the guy Ibn Taymiyyah could not reconcile between the differences between what Allah meant with no free will and free will. He couldn't reconcile, right?
Okay.
So someone told that Umar bloke, they said to him, like, "I think Ibn Taymiyyah's got an extra chromosome, bro. No one knows." But we're reading into it, we're straight up dying, bro. I think that's pretty funny.
That is hilarious.
Anyways, go ahead, do your outro, bro. Do your outro.
God bless your brother.
Yeah, bro.
Sophia wants to help us close out too. Sophia, what's your closing statement for today?
Yeah. Islam is intrinsically false because you have a unipersonal God that can't love himself.
The metaphysics alone disproves Islam. Just the philosophy.
Also, you've had to make your own type of metaphysics so that it works with some kind of metaphysics. Instead of just going to the classical normal metaphysics of the world.
Quranic metaphysics, bro.
Yeah.
All right, sis. Well, God bless you, sis.
brother.
I hope you're one of the people. I hope you learn a little bit about the Talmud and W Jews. Guys, I want you to understand something. The Jews, bro, there's no question. The Muslims want to take over the whole planet, and their first step is the Holy Land, okay? And what do you think they're going to do when they get the Holy Land? You think they're just going to stop? Okay, just think about that for a second and realize what you're really arguing against here, okay? They talk about the Greater Israel Project. What about the Greater Islam Project?
Ooh, you're a kafir.
All right, guys, so that's going to do it for me. YouTube as well. Everybody, I appreciate you guys on YouTube. Thank you guys for coming. I'm going to end the stream. See you guys tomorrow. Yes, they will have unstoppable momentum at that point. God bless you, Jason. God bless everybody else in the YouTube side.